if I had a little clam, right?
Stop saying it like this. It's not better.
Just saying.
Can't be topped on worst.
Actually, Scorpio men are the worst. Let's just be real about that.
What about Scorpio switcheroos?
Huh?
You know.
Oh.
The T's.
I never experienced that.
Yeah, Aries, I think are the best, honestly. Like, it's just not.
Stop gassing yourself up. Like, you're not.
I'm just saying it's because of the stars were aligned when we were born. And it's just perfect.
Actually, okay, let me tell you my.
He used to always say that if you were in a sorority, you were paying to have friends. How do you feel about that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I think that is. Okay.
Did you go crazy in college?
What's crazy?
Yeah, define crazy.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Why are both of y'all getting defensive right now?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
should we call the police? Call it that. Anyways, what's the most toxic thing you've ever done?
But it's like the right thing to do. She
didn't want to actually be
It's
with
girl
him.
code. You gotta tell like the truth sometimes.
Sometimes. She's like, you gotta tell the truth.
Gaslight us.
I guarantee you.
We're the two girls who can't gaslight.
I can easily gaslight y'all. But
He could.
He could.
Master manipulator over here.
I don't even do that. I'm
The
just
most toxic person
saying.
I've ever met.
Huh?
Most toxic guy I've ever met in my life.
Anyways.
But it's okay. You're such a
Definitely
great.
not.
You're a great friend. Like you're a girl's girl.
Yeah, I am. Feminist.
Wait, I have henna on my hands, but
I was wondering what that was. I thought you just weren't washing properly.
Okay.
But yeah, but if you go, the thing is about having girls though, if you do one thing wrong, it's over. OnlyFans. Like you can't. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for self-love. Okay.
Don't lie to yourself.
don't lie to yourself like that.
I've lied to myself at one point, Justin. It gets you nowhere.
Damn. 1865 was a good year. What happened to 1865? Do you know?
No.
Wow. Somebody didn't pay attention during Juneteenth class. Slavery ended that year. So we're gonna celebrate.
No.
We're gonna celebrate the end of slavery with this.
I'm dumping this on here. He has 3.5 million as his stat score.
That's insane.
But like, dude, have some self-respect and like.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Justin Hollen podcast. Today, we're switching it up. You know, I found two of the most insane, probably toxic people you'll ever meet.
Toxic.
And so, yeah, I brought them on. I think this will be a fun one. You know, put some headphones on. I don't think you'll want to have your parents around. So, this is Aakanksha, and this is Cassidy. Welcome.
Thanks, Justin.
Thank you.
I don't think we could beat your toxicity, though.
What?
Yeah, I think you're the most toxic person out of all three of
Anyways,
us.
We learned from the best.
Huh?
We do learn from the best.
That's true. You're welcome. I should charge you, honestly.
Charge us.
Yeah.
Better be cheap.
Yeah. Give us like the friends and family discount on it.
Should I put on LinkedIn Learning?
Oh my god.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, speaking of toxic, what's the most toxic thing you've ever done?
Oh, can I?
Oh, she already has one? Damn. All right.
I didn't even think that fast.
I think mine's like not that toxic, but like honestly, like
It's just normal to her.
I think it's normal. I think every girl does this, but please.
What'd you make that face for?
Enlighten us.
Yeah.
Tell us in on your little toxic secrets.
I had a little relationship? Question mark?
Situationship?
No, I wouldn't call it situationship.
Why? Was it more than that?
It was.
But it wasn't a relationship.
So it was a situationship.
So it was a...
It was hanging out. Two people hanging out together.
That sounds like a situationship.
Okay,
We're friends.
Y'all did... Yeah.
There was no benefits in it.
Okay, well...
Opportunity missed.
Yeah. Anyways, explain what you did that was toxic.
COVID.
Huh? You gave him COVID?
No.
Oh, okay.
This was during COVID.
Okay, this is during COVID.
Like literally the first week out of COVID. Like during COVID. Like when everyone had to be on lockdown.
Everybody was freaking out.
Yeah.
Grandmas were...
Yeah. And I was crying my eyes out. I was bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on my senior year of high school. Like my prom, my graduation. Like, and I was already sad about that, you know? But I was like, okay, let's just call it. Like I was in a relationship. I think it was a relationship. We didn't label anything. We went on a couple dates.
Okay.
We were exclusive, I guess.
Okay.
At this point. We didn't define the whole exclusiveness part of it.
So how do you know you were exclusive though?
Because he was just talking to me and I was just talking to him.
But if you didn't specify that you were exclusive, were you actually exclusive, or was he just not interested in anybody else?
I think he was just not interested in anyone else. But
so it's still a situationship.
Okay, whatever. Let's call it a situationship, relationship, whatever it was.
It took like 5 minutes to define that.
Do you agree or disagree?
It's a situationship, yeah.
Okay, we were just on FaceTime like every day, you know, because we were interested in each other.
Okay.
And all he could ever talk about was he was trauma dumping on me, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, buddy, this is not the time to trauma dump on me. Like, this is not it. Like, I didn't tell him, but like, I was just going through my whole like senior, like missing out on senior year. I was going through my thing. I was going through my sadness.
Was his trauma real?
Well, his parents were divorced.
Oh. And you were over here talking about, I'm not going to be prom queen. Oh.
I wasn't caring about the prom queen. I think I was just missing out on all the normal high school experience that a senior would go through.
And so what did you do that was toxic?
I ghosted him.
Oh.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
Okay. All right.
I mean, well, maybe.
Maybe. Why do you say maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they just get divorced?
No.
Oh.
They were divorced since he was like 6 years old.
Oh, you should have unpacked that a while ago. That's his fault.
Tell him to ChatGPT his therapist.
Not ChatGPT. Actually, ChatGPT
You can make
gives good advice.
ChatGPT your like financial advisor,
No,
therapist.
can I be
now.
honest about ChatGPT right now?
What?
It does psychic readings on people. You just gotta give it like your
Oh, I don't believe
your
that.
like sign chart, like your sun sign, your moon sign, the rising sign, whatever, and it would give you like a whole psychic reading on it. And it does like a tarot card read. Oh, it's so cool.
Do you?
I need like actuals versus like forecasting.
Yeah, do you believe in that stuff?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, what does it mean? What does like all that stuff mean? All right, so like what is yours? Or,
Wait,
like,
what's our what?
like your moon sun thing.
Oh,
Okay, I need to have my phone for that
I'm a
because I
You
don't
know?
remember.
Wait.
Oh.
I'm
Okay,
a Scorpio sun.
we're both Scorpios.
Yeah, we are both Scorpios.
but what does that mean?
I don't know.
That means like that's the month we were born in. Like during
Yeah,
that.
but like, what does that tell? I know, 'cause I'm an Aries, so it's like, what does
Scorpios
that tell
are known
you?
to either be the meanest people alive or the nicest people you ever meet, and there's no in between whatsoever.
Okay, what do you think of us? Are we the meanest people alive, or do you think we're like
She
the?
might be the meanest.
Please. I'm my worst Scorpios than myself.
Okay, what do you
Yeah,
think,
it's
Justin?
giving like mean girl. Like it's like you're kind of nice.
Wait, what's your sign?
What's your sign?
Aries?
You would. Okay, thank God.
Oh, I
was thinking
hate Aries
Taurus.
men.
No,
It's okay.
Taurus can't be topped on
Actually,
worst.
Scorpio men are the worst. Let's just be real about that.
Why?
I think
I don't really know signs like that.
it might just be like because of the day they were. I don't know. Scorpio men, they just give off like this toxic men energy. They're like, I think Justin is the biggest fuckboy I've ever met in my life.
What the fuck? Ladies and gentlemen, I am not. I don't even know what she's talking about.
Yeah, you do.
All right, anyways, Scorpios.
Moving on.
I love Scorpios. We hate Scorpio men. What about them? Wait, what's the dates? Let me see the dates. All right.
I think it's like October 20 something.
23rd to November 21st. Isn't that you?
Yes.
So you're a Scorpio.
I'm a Scorpio,
We just said
but
that we were both
yeah.
Scorpios.
Yeah.
Okay, so why are you hating on your own kind?
They're horrible people. I'm not gonna lie.
So y'all are the
are.
same.
I'm
Aren't
a
y'all?
nice Scorpio, aren't I?
But
Am I
you-
not a nice Scorpio?
I mean, yeah. Why are you getting aggressive? She's like, I'm a
I'm
nice
not
Scorpio.
aggressive.
I'm a nice Scorpio.
Yeah, Scorpio men are not it. I love Scorpio girlies. Like Scorpio girlies, through and through. We're thick as
It
like,
depends.
What about Scorpio switcheroos?
Huh?
You know.
Oh,
you know, the T's.
I never experienced that.
You never met a Scorpio T?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder how they'll be.
I think that would be cool.
Which,
I think you just have to meet the right person with the right personality.
I feel like Scorpios have like very big like feelings. In a
We
way.
do. We're sensitive
Like
people.
you express your feelings like
We're
crazy.
very sensitive people. I'm the most sensitive person you'll ever meet in your life. Like I will cry at the smallest things. Like it's bad.
yeah.
I will cry.
We know.
Yeah.
Oh
we-
my God.
We know. Oh, we got off topic. We started talking Scorpio. So, okay. So Scorpio men are the worst.
Yeah.
So which men are the best?
I don't really
I don't know.
I don't know
Leo.
signs.
Leo women are the best.
I said men, not women.
Oh,
You
men?
into women now?
Yeah, you.
No, I think, okay, friend-wise, I love Leo women because they're fierce as fuck.
My
And,
best
like,
friend's a Leo.
like, they will tell it to you as it is.
They're fierce.
They don't, like, put sugarcoating or anything on top.
Are you Googling?
Yeah, I did.
But I don't know which kind are, like, the best
I don't
kind
know.
of
I feel like I
men.
don't know enough
I've
about
never,
this topic.
I've
Oh.
never met, actually, one of the guys I used to talk to was an Aries. He was a really sweet guy.
Yeah, Aries, I think are the best, honestly. Like, it's just not.
Stop gassing
like,
yourself
it's not,
up. Like,
it's
you're
no,
not.
I'm just saying it's because of the star. The stars were aligned when we were born. And it's just perfect. man. It's
Actually,
just-
okay, let me tell you my moon sign. I'm a Gemini moon sign.
How do you know these things? I don't know what any of this means.
So, okay, you just need to, like, I don't know. I just put it through, like, an CoStar. CoStar is what you do. You get that app. You just put in the date
I
of,
had
like,
that when I was in like middle school.
I still have it to this day.
Ooh. Middle school.
Middle school. And then every day when you woke up, it'd give you like your forecast for the day. So it'd be like, hey,
You don't have to
today's a
listen to
good
it.
day to, I don't know, try something crazy.
Oh yeah.
And
no.
it'd say, predict, like, based on your sign, this is what today is going to be like.
I know the app.
But you just need to put
I
your...
may have used it
You should... Oh, you gotta put
How
your date of
recently?
birth.
like a while ago.
How... What's a while ago?
Probably in high school, I think.
Oh my god, you guys are making me sound so, like, boring at this
I
point.
was forced to download it, so
By who?
I don't remember.
By
I
an
just remember
ex?
No, I just remember somebody downloading it. They're like, download this. They like send me the link.
No, I got CoStar when I was a freshman in college.
Oh,
That's so late.
yeah, you are late.
No.
Late bloomer.
I was in a sorority, and all the sorority girlies were, like, getting it, like, at that time. So, like, I just kind of joined in with them.
So if all the sorority girlies jumped off a bridge, you'd be like, ooh.
I don't jump off the bridge with
Okay,
them.
so one of the people I knew in college, right? He used to always say that if you were in a sorority, you were paying to have friends. How do you feel about that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
I think that is... Okay.
You're paying sorority dues, and now you're... I mean,
but, like, I wasn't paying to have friends because, let's be honest, in college, the girls that I was closest to were in my classes, not the sorority. I mean, yes, I'm close to my, like, one of the girls is my sorority and, like, my little and my G little. Like, I am the closest with them. But I never paid to, like, get them.
But
like,
you paid dues.
I did pay dues, but I
You
didn't...
paid for the friend group that you were introduced to.
I don't think I think I would have literally met them even outside of sorority if I wanted to.
Okay.
Huh.
I was just, like, an extrovert at that point.
Weren't you in a sorority?
No, I was not.
Oh, my bad. I
You
didn't
could
mean-
see me in a sorority?
Kind of.
Yeah,
What kind
you
of
did-
sorority would I be in?
The ones that like do like they open the huge mansion door and they're like all stacked on top of each other. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
Stacked? Like
Yeah.
a pyramid?
Oh my god, did you watch
Yes.
the Family Guy clip about 80 Pie? Like, they did, like, the... Oh, shoot. Can we bleep out the 80 Pie part?
Why?
No.
No. I don't know them. Anyways, what did they do?
It was like a stack. Like, it was like they were one of their door songs. They
Yeah.
were just like... They were like...
It looks like a horror. Yeah, it's like a horror film. It's like all of them
my
like
God,
stacked
like
up
a
on top of each
cult?
other, and then
But
like
my...
open the
Okay,
door.
let's be honest. My college never did that.
Okay.
My college never did
it's
door
more-
songs.
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say
anything.
like I could see being in a sorority.
I
you know?
think you would have been a
I don't
great
know how
sorority
I
girl.
feel about that.
Maybe like
No,
one of those
honestly, take it as a
But I
compliment.
don't get along with the girls like I
You get along
should
with
if I
me?
was in sororities.
You get along with me?
You could be like in the HBCU one, I think. Maybe.
Just
You know what kind of vibe you give off? Like, HBCU, like... No, the
What?
NPHC frat.
The who?
I forgot I think they're called the Noops for short.
The Noops. They're at UNC Charlotte.
Oh, are we okay? Name dropping our college? Yeah.
It's a big college. I'll be Nukes.
Noops.
The Noops.
NUPES. I don't know like what the full like name is. I can't.
Ah. You want me to, oh, Kappa Alpha Psi.
Yes, they had like they would do like
Oh, I've seen these people.
when they do their reveal, they have like the little stick, like the cane to dance around with.
Were they the ones that were like at during graduation, like wilding out?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
People, yeah.
I think it was so like cool to see that.
it was cool, but if you were the person behind them, it wasn't very cool.
Fair.
Why?
Because they were calling names out like fast. They were like do 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 do,
So then
and
you
then they
hold
would
up
go
the
out there and they
line.
start like stepping and doing all that stuff. And the first time it was
We
cool.
had somebody
Second
do
time
that.
it was cool.
literally was like dancing on the stage in front of our chancellor for probably 10 seconds.
We did have someone like do a little like step or two. Like
it happened like at least 10 times.
No, not during our graduation time. I only saw it once.
Were y'all in the same graduation ceremony?
They did.
Yes.
Did y'all know each other in college?
No.
Wow.
I think he knew of me.
Well, I saw her like on LinkedIn. But besides that, I didn't know of her at all. We had class together and I didn't even know.
So. Yeah, I didn't even know. Until he mentioned it, I was like, oh.
Yeah. So.
Okay. But my friends knew of him. Actually, they didn't even know of him. They knew of someone else. I think one of them knew of you.
Yeah, I was the smart guy in class. So they were
you weren't.
Wow, that's the smart guy.
No, you weren't.
Oh, well.
Did you go crazy in college?
What's crazy?
Yeah, define crazy.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Why are both of y'all getting defensive right now?
I'm
telling
not
me that both of y'all went crazy.
Can I be honest? I only went crazy for a period.
How many times did you go out a week?
Once.
Like
once or twice.
How many times did you go out drinking to like parties or whatever during the week?
I only went to one college party the whole time I was in college. So.
Where did you go that wasn't a college party?
I went to bars because I was too old.
Okay, so how many nights did you go out to bars?
I mean, it
South End bars?
It could go. Yeah, I went to South End. So I went anywhere. I've only been in like South. I never went to like college parties.
Was I the one who introduced you to Prohibition then?
Yeah, I never been.
I love that. I'll take that with my chest.
The only thing I've been to in Uptown had been QC and Hive. And I think that's it. Yeah, QC and Hive.
Prohibition.
Oh, and what's the other? Stir. I've been to Stir.
Stir is in like South End.
Stir?
Yeah, like the one.
Oh, not Stir. Sip. Stip.
Oh, Sip. Okay.
Is it Sip?
Yeah.
So how many times did you go out a week?
Like anywhere from like 1 to 4. I think 4 was probably max ever.
How often did you do 4?
Not a lot, because we would go out. Let me see.
Do you think it's crazy to do 4?
Oh, heck yeah.
The way I was doing it, yeah, because I was like 30 minutes away from South End. I think it was a lot. If I was on campus and like I was going to parties, it's a little different.
I had a roommate in college that would literally, she would go out probably 3 or 4 nights a week. Come back at like 2 a.m. with a different guy every time.
I mean, it's not terrible.
She'd get wasted every night. And the guys were wasted too. One of them tried to get into my bed.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Should we call the police?
Nah, if he actually did, he'd be on the floor.
Oh. You'd push him off?
Yeah. I had like the lofted bed in college.
The what? You had like a bunk bed?
Like the lofted bed where you had like the dresser and stuff under your bed. So like he was climbing up the stairs and I was sitting there just being like, the wrong bed.
The stairs? How many stairs
like
are
the
there?
ladder thing.
Oh, okay. Maybe he just thought it was like, I don't know.
He thought it was her room because he was so drunk. He went to the bathroom after they hooked up and then walked into the wrong room.
Oh, and you tried to climb up
yeah.
Maybe you thought it was like a pirate ship or something because you were on like.
Okay.
Yeah, bunk bed is crazy at 20.
It wasn't a bunk bed.
Okay, sorry, we won't call it that. Anyways, what's the most toxic thing you've ever done?
I don't think she's done it.
Honestly, nothing comes to mind.
What?
Men have done toxic things to her.
We could talk about that.
We can write a whole novel on that.
Like what? Do you have one?
Can we talk about
What do you want to talk about?
the football guy?
Okay, so do you
I think
want
that's
to
your
know the
most elite
backstory
level.
with the... It's not really. He's such a dick.
He's such a dick, but like...
I don't know if I can say that.
But the occupation
A
he was...
dick? It's a male part.
But the
It's a male body
occupation he
part.
was
I think it's
in...
okay.
Okay. That doesn't... He wasn't... Okay. Backstory here.
Mm-hmm.
This NFL player, right?
Oh, okay. We said that out loud.
Alrighty.
Okay, let's go for it. Full send.
When I was in college, I met up with him multiple times. I mean, there was nothing there. It was kind of friends with benefits in a way.
Okay.
Multiple times, right?
Did you enjoy?
We did it multiple times, and also we saw each other multiple times.
Okay,
yeah.
we saw each other
Okay.
like probably like once a week.
Okay.
And
A little weekly checkup.
exactly. I found out when I go on a trip with the business school, one of the girls on the trip mentions his name and was like, yeah, so I've actually been seeing this guy, like he's pretty much my boyfriend, and he's a football player. And everybody was like, oh my god, tell me his name. She says the name and it was the same guy, and I was like,
hey, girly
like,
pop.
last time I saw him was less than a month ago, and now you're saying that he's your boyfriend. So I was like, girl, like, what's the timeline here? Because we were kind of friends at the time. So, like, yeah.
Wonder what happened to that.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, she's cool. But
the way you just, like,
did you hit
said
her
that.
Did you hit her with the, hey, girly?
No,
I
think you should
literally,
have
like,
said it.
walked
Hey,
up
poops.
and I was like, how long have you been, like, a thing?
Ooh, what'd she say?
She told me that they had been serious since the beginning of August, right? You know, the last time I went over to his house? July 31st.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He was blowing it off with her because he didn't want to actually, like, tie himself down. He was lying to her the entire time. That was like, hey, I actually don't really want a relationship, but, like, I'm getting there, so, like, you should stay around kind of thing. She stayed around.
Well, obviously, because he's
They
he's
put
gonna
a
get to the
timeline.
NFL, I would. I'd be like, all right, whatever. Okay.
They put a timeline on it that was like, okay, we'll be serious come August. He invited me over July 31st. And then never spoke to me again. And then when she started posting pictures with me when I was in New York, he got mad. He blocked me on everything. And then unblocked me at one point and went off on me.
Oh.
And then blocked me back again.
Oh, damn.
Basically saying I had no right to tell her anything.
But you did tell her.
It
I
was
didn't
the right
actually
thing to do.
So you did.
I was friends with her. I didn't tell her all the details or anything, but I was like,
She
hey,
gave the
you should
main
be
summary.
careful.
Oh, and then.
But it's like the right thing to do. She had
She
to.
didn't want to actually be
It's
with
girl
him.
code. You gotta tell, like, the truth sometimes.
Sometimes. She's like, you gotta tell the truth.
Wait. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think in your case, like, you should like the way you hid, like, the details of it.
Oh yeah, I was
That was
not.
a fair point. Like, you can't tell her, like, hey, like,
I'm not
I
gonna
fucked him
walk
on
up
this
and
day,
be like,
this day,
oh yeah,
like-
this many times on this day.
you can't tell her the detail like that.
That'd be insane.
But, like, giving her the main summary, the key points, I think that's
And
girl
then
code.
she started going whole like, oh my god, how was the sex? Like, did you like it? Because she was claiming that it was like the worst sex of her life.
Oh. Well. How would that make you feel if they're like if she was like, this is the worst sex of my life, and then you're like, this is the best sex of my life? Would you be like, oh wow?
Can I be
It was not
honest?
the same experience. I know that for a fact. No,
So,
not a chance.
Let's turn this back on Justin now.
What's the most toxic thing that you've done?
to a girl?
The toxic thing I've ever.
I know you've done so many toxic things to girls, but, like, what is the top one? Actually, let's run down a top 5 list for you.
Oh, top 5 list.
Top 5.
One of them is probably the.
Oh, he said one of them. Okay.
One of them is probably the location thing. I don't think I've told you guys about that.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
Where you,
educate y'all. I'm gonna educate y'all on something. All right, if you have a MacBook, an iPad, and an iPhone, you can set
He
your
keeps telling us
location to your iPad, your MacBook, your second iPhone, and you can
You have a
waddle
second-
off.
You have a second iPhone?
No, I'm just saying you can do that. I would never do that, but I'm saying, listen, you can set your location. Let me explain. You can set your location on the other phone to that phone or that MacBook or your iPad, and then you can leave, and it'll look like you're home.
Hey, fun fact, Aakanksha already knew that you did that.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you told me that
Well,
trick.
sorry. I'm just trying to
She
help.
also checked your location before we came today and was like, oh, it says that he's at home. You just got to stalk his location. And then you answered the phone in the car.
What? Did I?
Yeah.
Yes. I could
Like,
tell
while
that
she
I
was
was
on
on
call
your
with
car
you?
speakers.
I was checking your location.
When was this? Y'all were together?
Yeah,
In the car.
We drove.
No, I was home at that point.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. It was just my speakers probably like jacked up or something.
It was not.
Don't lie.
I could hear you driving.
I was on headphones. No, I wasn't driving.
Don't gaslight us.
I guarantee you.
We're the two girls who can't gaslight.
I can easily gaslight y'all. But
He good.
But the thing
Master manipulator over here.
I don't even do that. I'm
The
just
most toxic
saying.
person I've ever met.
They're
Most toxic guy I've ever met in my life.
Anyways.
But it's okay. You're such a great.
Definitely
You're a great friend. Like you're a girl's girl.
Yeah, I am. Feminist. I am pro. I am pro Roy in the V Wade situation. I am pro Roy.
Oh my god.
Roy or Ro?
I'm pro Ro.
But let's correct that.
Why'd you say woohoo?
Cause I'm pro Ro. You know what I'm saying? Pro Ro.
I think you need to stop talking.
All right. Well, yeah. You want me to be pro Wade? Okay, I'll be pro Wade.
I never said that.
All right.
I never said that.
Okay, so what's the most toxic thing you've done?
That probably. That's like one of. Yeah, that's like.
That's one of them. But what is the most toxic?
I feel like that's pretty toxic.
No, that is
Because
but,
then
we know Justin too well at this point. Like he
Say
knows.
a girl is like, hey, we're serious now. You need to share your location. And Justin's like, okay, no problem.
I've never
Shares
done that.
the location and he's not even where he says he is.
That's true. I can see that happening, like where he's actively like just like, oh my god, I need to put this back to my house. Like, let me get out of here.
Yeah. That's just like a crazy scenario that I would never do, but could possibly.
So how'd
have
you
been
figure
done.
that out exactly?
Hmm?
How'd you figure that out? Like,
I figured it out.
How did you go down the rabbit hole to figure out that you could set
How do
your
you
location?
think someone finds it out? It happens to them. It happens to them.
Oh, you
Yeah.
got a story to tell there?
No, I don't. But because I don't really remember, I just remember learning it. Like I don't remember how it happened. I just remember one day, like I think I trauma blocked it, like where I like don't remember it. But
We love a trauma block.
I think
I trauma block every day.
because I used to All right, let's pack that back in. Let's not get that out. All right, let's get it back. That's fine. I don't remember how. I'm trying to remember how. I remember.
Okay, if you trauma blocked it, let's move past it.
Yeah, I did trauma block it.
Follow-up question.
No, what is this?
Wait, we need to know your questions. What questions do you have
want
for
another
us?
one?
No,
Yeah.
wait. I need to ask this question though.
Okay.
Because
scared.
it's like literally like I have to ask it.
It's heavy on her heart, Justin.
heavy on my heart.
Oh my god, no, that's the alcohol. That's the alcohol right there. That's what's heavy on your heart.
What's your no-no list for a girl?
A no-no list.
Yes.
I want to know this.
All right. What do you mean when I say no? Like, what do they do? That's no.
What gives
Let's-
you
let
the
me
ick and
preface
what
this.
gives you something that you
'Cause
would never look past?
I'll use this list to find you a girl because you know I'm a great matchmaker.
I feel like that's not where we were going with this.
Yeah,
But, like,
I don't
still-
need to be match made.
Yeah, he's got him on
Oh, he's in his hoe.
No, I'm not. I'm not. What are you talking about? I am not in. No.
Wait, he's in his hoe era. Never
I'm
mind.
in my self-healing era.
That's
okay?
what they all.
I am
they all
healing
say.
myself. All right.
That's what they all say.
I
Okay,
am-
so what's your no-no
So-
list?
My no-no list. Let me think of one. Let me think.
Because I have a list.
Healing yourself while you're afraid of commitment.
Ooh.
Basically.
That's a no-no for you?
That's the
I'm
biggest.
saying
no-no.
that's what you're in.
Yeah,
Afraid of commitment? No.
I think he is afraid of commitment.
I'm not afraid.
So if you found the perfect girl right now,
Would you get with her?
Probably not.
See, there you go.
Anyways,
I mean, we did find the perfect girl for him.
who was the perfect
True.
girl?
anyways, we're gonna
We'll
skip
name
past
drop. We'll name drop this like later.
We're gonna name drop it. Oh my god, hang on. I'll be right back. I have to pee so bad. I have to pee so bad.
The alcohol is speaking.
They're like running through me right now. Oh.
Oh darn it!
Do you want me to put it in? I'll put it
No,
in.
no.
All right.
There
I'm
was
back.
nothing good.
I'm back.
There was nothing interesting to talk about.
No nose.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what would be on your ick list of like, oh, you don't like that?
That is a no-no.
Or
Mm-hmm.
what would be on your list of like, if a girl has this quality or does this one thing, you could never be in any sort of relationship?
Ooh.
If she does this,
Like, what's a deal
one-
breaker?
One thing.
Yeah, this
What
one thing.
what gives you the ick and what's a deal breaker?
Oh.
She doesn't want kids.
Deal
wanna have
breakers?
That's a 100% deal breaker. If she doesn't
Okay.
want kids. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
how many
fair.
kids do you want to have?
Like 5.
How many kids do you want to have?
I'm trying to repopulate Earth. That's right.
Populate's crazy.
Like 1 or 2.
He wants to make his own soccer team over here.
I do. NBA.
Wait, how many kids do you want?
Like 3, 4.
I want only 1 or 2. Actually, I'm gonna stop at 1.
I love having, like, I love kids.
No, they're cute, but I think it's just like.
Plus, you have a lot to, when you get old, you have a lot that you can annoy versus only one to annoy. You know what I mean?
That's
What?
true.
Like, why are you not visiting me? It's like, I'm the only one. But if you have 5, you're like, why are you not visiting me? You get 1 each day of the week.
Okay, so Cass, what is your no-no list for a guy?
Ooh.
Y'all said list like y'all have a lot. Jesus Christ. She has a fucking list probably.
Okay, I
right
can
now.
tell you there's a list of things that give me the ick. Some things I just cannot. Like,
This will be from personal experience.
Okay.
Let's hear
no,
it.
we started making a list whenever I was in college of, like, icks. We had a list going strong at, like, 60.
Mm-hmm.
Just, like, oh, yeah. Like, I don't know. Just things that a man would do that was, like, you are not...
Okay, so what is the top 3?
Top 3 icks. I don't know. I feel like one that comes to my mind is when I told you the other day that, like, an ick would be a dude wearing flip-flops.
Oh.
Like, if I see your shoes flopping off of your feet
No
while
one
you're
needs to
walking
see
down
your-
the side of the street, I'm running.
You're not in the guy
instantly.
feet?
No, they're disgusting.
Whoa.
They're
no.
hairy.
Okay, but he can shave. them.
Hairy?
What if he
Whose
shaves?
feet are you seeing?
Yeah, foot, big foot.
Justin's feet.
I am not. I actually shave mine. I wax them.
You shave your feet?
Wait, you wax?
Wax what? My
Your feet?
No.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Um,
Makes me so proud of you.
no, I don't wax them.
If
Not
you
yet.
have enough on your feet to wax them, I'm concerned.
Yeah, you don't need to do all that. It's just like a little. But yeah, okay. So flip flops and hairy feet.
A hairy feet.
What's up with you? You got beef with hair. We'll get into that. But what else? What else is there?
I don't know.
Like,
Let's say NFL men on that list. Let's just put NFL men.
Any athlete
what about
whatsoever.
like bad? Like, what if he has like three in one?
3 and 1.
Yeah, like in the shampoo.
Oh.
See, but you can teach them out of that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, fine. So there's things that you can teach them to not wear flip flops.
I
That's
mean,
true.
yeah.
Okay, so what is your big 3?
I don't know.
That sounded bad.
Your big 3? That doesn't sound bad.
How does that sound bad?
What is
I
this?
don't know.
What do you think it sounds? What you talking about?
I don't know.
It's like
I don't know.
your
Can we-
big 3.
Okay, what's your, like, absolute not? Like, what's your, okay, your deal breaker. Let's just go with deal breaker at this point.
Oh, okay, wait. I feel like I hate when men are, like, rude to other people. If you're with them and they're rude to somebody else, even if it's not to you, if it's like a waitress or a waiter or something, and they're rude to them for no reason whatsoever, no.
No.
I can't do it.
What if they're hangry? They had a bad day.
But I think you can work on that anger and, like,
Some
try to...
people don't even believe in hangry,
I don't.
which is a lie.
What do you mean it's a lie? So you think because you're hungry, it's
Yes,
okay
I
for you
get
to
angry when I'm
angry at
hungry.
people?
I get so irritable when I'm hungry.
So that's an excuse. That's just an excuse for you to be irritable. and be
No, it's
angry at
really
people.
not. It's like a
You just want to let it out.
feed me or I'm gonna be mad.
Interesting. You think you learned that as a baby? I think you probably did. Like they didn't feed you, and then you'd get angry, and then they'd feed you, and you'd be like, "That's the solution." You don't think so? It's called nurture over nature.
Maybe it's because of my blood sugar.
Ooh.
You ever think of that?
Let's not get it.
Exactly.
Trouble. Anyways,
Okay.
what else is on the no-no? What do you have?
What do you have?
While she's thinking.
Oh.
She's got something prepared.
Yeah, she
I
got
do.
12. Let him have dark eyes, his eyebrow, unibrow. Oh, you have a unibrow? Ugh. Sick.
Oh,
But you can
okay.
you can
Wait.
shave that for them.
One
Okay, they
thing-
can shave their toe hair.
He's got a point.
Exactly.
That's true.
I don't like when a man like isn't like well taken care of. Like if you have a
But you can
beard and
teach
you
them.
don't take care of like
You can
I
teach
don't
them.
know. Yes, you can teach them,
Damn,
but
you teach them everything. You're gonna be be their mom.
Okay, but if you have to teach them, it means they're not going to stick to
That's
it.
true. That's true.
So if you come across them and they're not like well, like taken care of,
Groomed.
yeah, groomed,
Okay.
sure. I don't know. I feel like when you go too far with teaching them something, they're just not going to stick to it. So at that point, what is the point?
That's true.
Oh,
That's
another
fair.
one. No. If you get annoyed at like inappropriate jokes.
You could never live with that.
I know. I would have fucking beef with it. Yeah.
People that don't have a sense of humor, how do you have fun with life?
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
You need
Genuinely. Like, I need to be walking along the side of the street and doing the stupidest thing ever and not you judging me.
Yeah. Period, girl. Stamp on it.
Yeah. All right. What else? What else you got on your no?
Oh, I have a list.
Yeah, I know you do. Go ahead and read it off. She got it written on her hand probably.
No. Wait, I have a pen on my hands, but...
I was wondering what that was. I thought you just weren't washing properly.
Okay.
Sorry, that was...
We were talking about well-groomed.
Yeah, I was like...
No,
Yes,
Okay,
I
wait.
see that, Iron Man.
Wait, can I go back for a second?
What?
So you say that you want a lot of kids, right?
Yes.
Do you have a list of names?
Oh.
No.
You don't.
No.
Is it a thing that guys do? Like, do guys have
Do you-
lists of names, or is that just a girl thing?
Do you want to have your...
Girls do that.
Do you want your first child to be a girl or a boy?
Boy.
If you had a perfect order, what would it be?
A perfect order?
Perfect order.
Boy, girl, boy, girl.
Boy,
Boy.
girl.
You want 3
How
boys,
far
2
apart,
girls?
though?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to pop them up. Pop them up every 9 months.
boy, girl, boy. Yeah, that'd probably be. Or maybe a boy, girl, girl. Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Oh, could I see Justin as a girl dad?
I could.
Yeah.
100%.
He is a girl's girl. Never mind.
He would be either. It would work.
It
I'd be
could
like, you
work.
want to go to...
He could be a drill sergeant to the boys, but then for the girls, he could be like, oh my god, hey, girly.
He would be pampering the girls.
He
for
would
sure.
be.
Like, you want to go see
He would be
Charlie
opening up.
He would be
D'Amelio?
such a good girl dad.
He would be opening up the doors for them. Like he would be like, oh,
He'd be
man.
the one that would be like, if a man doesn't treat you like this, drop him.
It's gonna be so hard for them to find a boyfriend in the future.
That's the goal. That's the goal. That would be ideal. But yeah, but if you go, the thing is about having girls though, if you do one thing wrong, it's over. OnlyFans. Like you can't.
No way, he went on OnlyFans.
Like, oh, you missed one soccer game.
I don't think that's...
No, nah, I'm just kidding. It's not that extreme, but it is your fault. Like no one like if a girl has OnlyFans, they don't ever go, "Where's your mom?" You know what they always say?
That's true.
Where's your dad?
Or if you're the girl and you ever have anything bad about you, yeah, you have daddy issues. Instantly.
Yeah, like what?
See?
Yeah, that has a lot to deal with. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's why you have a boy first.
I like having a boy first.
I was
Because
the
then they're like the
firstborn.
protector too.
Exactly.
I was the firstborn. I am the firstborn.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like it. Like you look like the
True.
younger one.
Somebody asked me and my sister the other day if we were twins.
You have a sister?
Yeah, we're 5 years apart, and they asked us if we were twins.
ASMR. Go. Get close to the mic.
Oh my god.
You're so bad at this.
Because I just got my nails done.
Can I do
Man,
it?
those aren't even French tips. Shut up.
They're gel.
Can I do it ASMR
Wait.
style?
That was bad. Those are press-ons. Shut up.
No, they're not.
Press-ons.
Justin. We'll get it good.
Oh.
Damn. She still had that stuff in that one. Kidding. Ah. All right. Y'all relax.
Ready?
Oh, Oh.
That was a
Chris.
good,
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Anyways. Dang, I'm trying to think what else.
Dang, I should have grabbed the pineapple.
Why?
Because the pineapple's better than the...
Passion
This
fruit?
has an interesting taste to it.
Like an old noodle? Or not that interesting?
Try it.
Did you just say an old noodle?
Yeah. You ever had that? 120 calories? Damn!
This one's 90.
I know! This is the most I've ever seen in seltzer. Most seltzers are like 10 calories.
That's a
Or
spritz.
100. A spritz? What does that
160.
mean?
It's a spritz.
Well, yeah, but that's 2 drinks in one, you alcoholic. Ooh. It kind of does taste like an old noodle.
Do we want to talk about when you started drinking today, Justin?
What do you mean what? No. No. We don't need to talk about that. All right.
Okay, can I go with my no list? Because I do want to talk
Yeah,
about this.
keep going. Hairy toes. What else besides hairy toes?
No, hairy toes. Hairy.
Oh, wait.
That leaves an aftertaste, and I don't like it.
I know one of her no list is gonna be if they have nipple hair.
No. Actually, I did cringe at that, but you can like.
I'm sorry, I can't fully groom my man.
What are you doing to the nipples? Why do they need to be cleansed or whatever?
For some reason, she can see nipple hairs like they are under a microscope.
She's like, ah! Like, just one like, little baby hair.
You could be 50 feet away from Aakanksha, and she's like, ew, he has nipple hair.
Why are you saying that nipples so hard?
Right? It's not even that noticeable.
They are, yeah, like, most people don't really have, like, they have, like, a couple. Like, no one has, like... What?
I don't want to talk about this person, but I'll name drop this later.
Okay.
There's
a guy.
Not for me.
Oh, okay. What are you gonna do?
I think.
Are you saying no-nos, or are you gonna give us a story?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give it no-nos.
Okay.
First no-no on the list: coworkers. Been there, done that. Can write a fucking novel on it. Nope. No.
Okay. How people get married to their coworkers all the time? Pam and Jim.
Who's Pam and Jim?
But that's fictional. I think in reality, it's just not possible.
That was based on true story. But The Office.
Oh yeah, I don't watch.
It's
The
just
Office.
not fucking possible.
No, it's not possible
to date a coworker.
Why?
Okay. Okay,
Justin sounds like he's getting offended here.
Trauma dump.
It's not a trauma dump, actually.
Oh, then why'd you go?
Okay, literally my summer job, I was a counselor. Like in high school, college, that time.
Camp
counselor.
Camp counselor. YMCA.
Not a guidance counselor.
I was going to say. Okay.
And I was like, this guy and I were really good friends at first. Like, you know, we were great friends and everything. One night, we just kissed. And then
he was also a counselor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And everything went to shit from there on. I mean, we did go on a couple dates and everything, but then the way it ended, it was wrong of me.
So it's your fault. What the?
But how can you put this?
Okay.
How can you put this on being coworkers though? Because this just sounds like a bad experience.
I gotta tell you after the aftermath of it. This was the guy who was trauma dumping during COVID. Yeah. Wow. Let's build a connection.
So it just sounds like it was a bad guy.
It just sounds like you hate him.
I didn't hate him. Like, we had such great conversations and everything. I just think I was never told about the trauma part from the get-go. If I knew that, like, I would have been like, you know, a little bit more like, okay, like I would have been like
divorced parents. Yeah, you gotta get out of here.
No, I'm not against
You're
that.
You're down to like half the generation.
No, I'm not against that. It's just like the whole conversation. Whenever we would talk, the whole time would be about it. How like
maybe he had serious trauma.
He was living his best fucking life during COVID. Like, he was going tennis with his brother, playing like soccer.
That doesn't mean that he's good mentally.
Probably, but
depressed people look happy all the time.
But here's the aftermath of it.
Anthony Bourdain.
Here's the aftermath of it. So, his ex, I was friends with her at that time. We were friends.
Oof, Mr. Steal Your Man's right here. Mr. Steal Your Man.
I didn't mean to steal him.
That's what she said sometimes earlier. When she's like, you gotta tell the truth. Sometimes.
No, I did tell her, like, when I was interested in him, I straight up told her. I was like, hey, like, I'm interested in him. And she was okay with it.
Yeah, she was like, girl, we're still dating.
She went around, told these poor little kids about, like, this whole, like, thing that happened between me and this guy.
Okay. Like, she told the kids y'all were counseling.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, like, the kids would run around and just, like, talk about it to everyone else. And, like, and I was like, oh, my God, I can't do that. And, like, one day I just had to, like, sit with my boss and I was like, I'm so sorry, like, this took place, like, that we did, like, have a thing. For a minute, but like I don't want this to be a conversation of any kind. And like, him and I didn't even talk. We never had a final conversation, let's be honest. I ghosted him and then
oh yeah, you did say that.
I ghosted him and then we never had like a finale. Like, we just never did. Like, we never had like that closing talk. It just like,
yeah, you're like, you guys are still together technically.
No.
Like, we got broken up. We got broke up.
No, but I feel like coworkers, like, You have to draw the line somewhere, but also, like, you have to know how to balance it. As long as you balance it correctly, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Okay, here's the thing. I just never expected that girl to run around and tell everyone fucking else about, like, what
yeah, but
happened
you can't put one bad experience to generalize the entire thing.
Since then, I'm just like, okay, let's just be honest. Coworkers, there are some cute coworkers. Are they eye candy? Yeah, they are. Would I? They're eye candy, but like, will I ever?
We have emotions. Us men have emotion. We're not just meat walking around.
Will I ever act on those emotions though? Never, because I'm not gonna try to ruin like a friendship there. Cause like,
I agree.
Because like him and I, we ended on bad. Like I think it wasn't a bad ending. I think we just never had a full.
It was just an ending.
We just had an ending.
It just ended.
But like we never like. Like our
Abruptly.
friendship at that same time dissipated. Like I just don't think I could ever do that. Like I love having friends. Like
what if you were leaving the company?
Still.
Like you're like you put 2 weeks in and you're like,
no. Like I think after I leave the company, then maybe I'll act on those emotions. But other than that, like I would never.
Oh.
I would never do it.
Can we talk about how everybody seems to ship you with coworkers constantly?
Who?
What?
Like. The second somebody is like, oh yeah, you would look good with this person, it's always the coworker.
Okay, are you talking about you or her or just
like
in general?
People in general. The second they're like, oh, you would look good with this person, it always seems to be a coworker because you spend the most time with them.
I don't think it's always a coworker. I think it's like a regular person.
It's not always a coworker, but I'm saying people are so fast
I think
to just be
you're
like,
just like,
yeah, a coworker.
Because you're just surrounded by them like most of your time.
Yeah.
So
how do you avoid it all the time?
You just avoid the talks.
If somebody
if you hear your name, let's just be honest. Like this is what I do now. If I hear someone like saying, "Oh, Aakanksha, like you should go for this person," when you're in, when you're out, I.
But if you actually, hold up. If you actually had feelings for this person and they're like, okay, you would look good with them, would you act on it?
No. Because I need to know if it's the same feelings on the other side before I try to even attempt.
That I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think I'll ever. I will never.
Aakanksha doesn't do well with making the first move.
I don't.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. I feel like because guys are bad at it too.
No.
Guys are horrible at it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
So
could
it's
give a
y'all's
guy
job.
every freaking sign in the book and they have no idea.
Can I be honest? I think in this table right now, the biggest flirt is Cass here. Huh? She doesn't see that she flirts, but she does flirt. And like the flirting she does is so good. And I'm like actually impressed by her flirting skills.
You taking notes?
I do want to take some notes. But
you should put like,
it's gotta be in trouble though.
But I think I'm the complete opposite of that. Like I am great at setting up friends with like other people that I think they're great with. Mm-hmm. But I just cannot act.
You put yourself in the friend zone right away, don't you?
She does.
I just can never like flirt because like I suck at it.
But you have to know a good balance. Like you say I'm good at flirting. Apparently I flirt and I don't even know that I'm flirting because it's my personality apparently. So
it's not your
I'll
personality.
be like talking to somebody and then all of a sudden they think I have feelings for them.
I think it's not your personality. I think it's just like an attribute of you that's like that you're good at.
She's
like it's
trained for this for years.
She's not trained. I think she's just like I think she has nailed down the system without knowing that she nailed down the system.
How did I
Can we talk about Cass?
You can do that because like people like there's like people that are like funny and you're like wow that person's funny but they're like how are you so funny and you're like I don't know I just do but it's like years of like doing it. I think it's like flirting. Flirting's the same thing. It's like
practice makes you perfect.
I've been doing it and then you eventually forget you've been doing it the whole time.
Practice makes you perfect. It's
like Steph Curry.
I just think like I'm the type of person who can never flirt.
You're thinking too much about it. That's the issue.
You have to have a conversation like you're just friends with the person.
Can I be okay? Lately, should we talk about this person?
We should talk about this.
There's this one person. Okay. We know who we're all talking about.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think I've made it clear to him that I'm very much interested in him. But like let's just be honest. He started off the thing. Like, he was liking my Instagram stories, whatever. Oh, that's gonna give it away.
See, but liking Instagram stories doesn't have the entire thing to it.
Okay.
How do you know that he meant something by that? And how did you apparently put it out there that you were interested?
Yeah, what do girls like stories for?
I just like my friend's stories.
So you don't ever like a guy's story?
No.
Look at her. Look at that face. She's capping.
I don't. Only if I'm interested in them, I would.
So if a girl, fellas, if you're listening to this,
or like
if a girl likes your
good,
story, that means she's interested in you.
If you look good, I'm gonna like your story.
Yeah.
But what if he's like only looks good in that one photo?
I would say you have to be interested. Like, if you look good and you're interested,
you have to be genuinely interested.
Because you're liking the story to get their attention. Yeah. Nobody ever likes a guy's story. So if you like a guy's story, you're standing out from everybody else because they're going to get a notification that's like, hey, this person liked your story.
Yeah, at the top of the views list. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of standing
out.
It's
always strategic.
It's always strategic.
When it comes to guys, yeah, it's strategic. But like when I see one of my friends, like one of my girlfriends, like if Cassidy posted something on her Instagram story,
just like it.
Yeah. I just like it because it's cute and it's like that's her and I love it. If it's you, I would like it too. Probably not at the same time because I'm just like.
Well, because mine would be like funny or something like that.
Yeah, his is so fucking out of pocket. Like I would like it.
Anyways.
But I'm not interested in you, Justin, because like, absolutely not. No.
You could have just said it there. You didn't have to like stop us. I'm not.
You could have literally just said, "Yeah, we're friends."
No, like I would kill myself. Yeah, no, we didn't have to go that deep. Anyways, yeah, I got the point. Anyways, so
I would be the last person on earth before I get what you.
No, but I think.
Yes, you would like guy friends and like girlfriends, but not like. You wouldn't like a guy's story that you don't know.
Yeah. I think
that
it
he
also
might take it the wrong way.
If it's a guy friend and you're liking their story too, it depends how close you are to that guy. Like if you never talk to them, then it's a little strange.
I wouldn't consider that a guy friend then. You know what I mean?
Like you could be friends with people and not talk to them constantly.
Yeah, I guess.
But like this guy knows that I was interested in him. That I am actively interested in him. But his texts are so bad.
Yeah.
It's
like, that's another no.
Instant no.
Bad texter.
I cannot stand one word or 2 word text.
It's like 1 to 2 word text.
If I'm carrying the conversation, you're gone instantly, and it's not my fault.
Like I unintentionally double text. I don't even realize that I double text. You call me out on it.
Yeah, you did it like 4 hours later. I was like, girl, what are you doing? That's not.
I just never realized.
If it's the same thought, you can double text, but it has to be like in the same conversation and in the same sitting.
I think I just.
Daddy Cooper would be upset at you. She would be so disappointed.
Who?
Daddy Cooper.
Oh yeah, she would. No, but this guy knows that I'm interested in him. And last week I was in a.
Anyways.
I told him where I was staying and like.
Just nothing happened.
And he never acted on it. But yes, he was like actively like texting me about things. Okay, because I'm an F1 junkie at this point. I watch F1 with a passion. Cassidy can tell you, like, I was on the car ride here. I screamed. And my parents were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Because I was
She's a fake F1 fan. She's only been watching for like 3 months.
Okay,
exactly.
Shut up. But I've watched, like, I've been learning everything about F1. Like, I watched the Netflix show, then I, like, am learning the terminology.
There's a Netflix show about F1?
Yeah, Drive to Survive. Watch it.
Drive to Survive. That's like when you drive.
Oh my god. But like I've been learning the terminology, everything about it. And like him and I like we kind of have like a similarity in that cuz we like both like F1 and everything. Okay. But the favorite so we like had good conversations about that, but like he doesn't have a normal conversation that's like good enough. Like it's 1 word or 2 word answer. I'm like trying so fucking hard to like at least get like a sentence or 2 out of it. But he doesn't even do
Are you asking questions or are you stating things?
I ask questions.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with guys too, sometimes it's very hard to even like try and get more out of them. Like even if you're asking questions sometimes, if it's a simple response for them, they'll send a simple response and end the conversation there.
Let's be honest. Okay, the guys...
It depends on the guy.
Some guys are... Most guys are fucking horrible texters.
The guys
I agree, and I hate it.
Sorry.
The guys I've like been like colluding, I guess, with like
What is Russia? What the fuck? Okay.
Not colluding, but okay, I went on a couple of dates with some guy. I like been talking to random guys here and there, whatever. But like it's just like I'm kind of like asking the questions. They don't try to get to know me, but it's just like, oh, let me just say this. One horrible experience I've had with this one guy. He basically would talk about his work nonstop.
Okay. Yeah.
Justin knows this guy. He knows him. It was so hard to even get like one question in about like, you know, I'm just trying to get to know him as like a normal person. It was so hard to get one of those questions in. All he could ever talk about was his fucking job. And I'm like, it's great that you have this amazing job. Like, like, you know, like that's so great. Like, you know, like go you. But your job is not your life.
For some it is.
Yeah, I think guys fall into 3 categories. I think either they're probably, I mean, it's like a 4th category, but it's like a very small percent of the fucking population. But it's like taken. The good ones are taken. The other good ones are emotionally unavailable.
Agree.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little net of like a lot of them which are available, but like
and horrible.
The best
and then
guy.
there's a little bit that are like looking, but are good, but it's like a smaller percentage.
The best guy I've ever talked to in my life was
Emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's how it be.
Yeah.
So.
But it's okay. Honestly, like I'm living the life right now. Honestly, I'm
just apply the secretary rule or the 37% rule.
Huh?
Right.
What?
So the secretary rule. It's this thing. They came up with it in computer science. So it's
the way
like,
you're just like moving the little mic. It's just like, what the fuck are you trying to do?
because I try to keep it close, but when I like do something, I push it out.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like instead of touching the table, because the table makes noise. Anyway, so I do this. So let's say you're dating for 10 years, right? Let's say you're 20 and you're like, I want to be married by 30.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 3.7 years of your life, not your life, but the dating period. So from 20 to 23 in like 7 months.
Are you in your
months.
honeymoon stage?
Hey,
Are you in the honeymoon?
You're not in your honeymoon stage. You're in your analyzing stage. So you just go on dates and you date all these people and you agree to yourself that you're not going to pursue anything. You just find the best candidate out of them. And then after that, the next 6.5 years, you look for the person that's better than the best one you found. And then that's the one you like choose.
See, I think I'm at a point in life like where I don't want to just date around anymore.
I don't even have the first best one to even compare it to at this point.
Well, it's because you haven't had you have to have the thought, like the mindset about I'm gonna choose, like looking for that, but not looking for more.
I just can't anymore because I don't trust men.
If you're zeroing, wait, Cassie, you tell them the saying that you always tell us in our chat.
Oh yeah, the day I trust a man will be the day I die.
That's an issue. It's not a good thing.
No, but I think I'm trying to date with intention now. Like I want to be with someone serious. Like I can't. I'm 23 fucking years old. I'll be 24 this year.
But let's say you find, so you said the best candidate you found, your best candidate that you've ran into, right? Out of all the guys you ever dated. If you found somebody that was slightly worse than him, would you be like, oh, I'll settle down? They want to settle down.
Slightly worse as in what sense?
I don't know, just everything.
Whatever sense.
Slightly uglier, slightly worse personality, and
take his worst quality. And then slightly worse than that worst quality, would you still go for him?
Damn, the worst quality.
Yeah, like if they were, I don't know, a pathological liar.
Ooh. See, I don't, so.
Damn.
You know what I mean, though?
How do you get worse than that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I can do that.
You take their best quality and you knock it down some.
I might be able to handle that.
But then you can't ignore the bad qualities, though.
What if they had? I'm just saying they had all the worst. All the qualities are the exact same, but their best quality, like let's say, is their personality.
Okay.
You knock it down just a little bit.
Okay.
You'd be like, okay.
Justin, what era are you in now?
Healing.
Self-healing
era.
I don't think you're in healing era.
What era are you in?
I am in finding the right guy at this point. Mama Ravi gave me a timeline. Ooh. Mama Ravi did give me a timeline, and I need to stick with that timeline.
I mean, I think girls should have a timeline for the most part. As
Low-key,
as
I had
sexist
an
as it
idea.
will sound, y'all should have a timeline.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do need that timeline. Cause
Okay,
I'm
but
like,
it's hard to act on the timeline, though.
Why?
We all have a timeline of like when we want our lives to be in a certain position, and it never goes according to plan. So
It doesn't.
Then what? And
I
then it gets
don't-
you down because you're like, oh, well, I was supposed to be here by then, and you aren't, and then it's depressing.
Well,
But that's because you're not acting towards that timeline goal. I
Who?
think you
I don't
need to-
agree.
who isn't?
I don't agree.
You're saying you are or she isn't? Or...
No, like I'm just saying in general, like if you are not meeting your timeline goals, like you're just not working towards it as much as you should.
I don't think so. So you're
Just like a
telling
little bit of
me
luck.
if
Some
I
luck.
was looking for 4 years to find the right guy, and I was actively looking for those 4 years, and I didn't find the right guy.
Okay, then that's
but
the
my
guy's fault.
timeline
Then
was
that's
still
not your
in
fault.
the. See, but that's what I mean. If you're still actively working and you still don't find the perfect guy, then it's not your fault.
I think you need to stretch it out by 2 years from then on.
But that's what I'm saying is you're changing the timeline. You're not sticking to the timeline, but it's not your fault. You can't do anything about that.
That's true.
Ooh, here's a no question. If they make less money than you, is that a no?
No.
No,
No? Okay.
I just
No.
don't want their personality about their work.
If they get butthurt about the fact that you make more money than them, then it's
that's
a no.
then that's a fucking problem.
But
Like, I want to act
You
like a
need to
normal
be fucking
person.
glad that I make that much money.
you'd be fine with them making less money than the whole relationship?
Yeah.
Like, until
Yeah, that's fine.
retirement?
Because if that's what they truly enjoy, then so be it.
Okay.
I mean, as long as they're, like, contributing to it. If they're sitting
Yeah.
around and not contributing, I'm
Then
sorry,
that's fucked
never.
up. Then that's fucked up. That's fucking fucked up.
What about stay-at-home dad? No?
No.
Ashley said she wanted one. On the shit.
I could not.
I think
I
think
would
stay-at-home
actually go
dad,
crazy.
I think stay-at-home dad has to be like at a certain point.
At what point, though?
It's just like when you're in your like independent girl era, like you're financially fucking independent, like
See, but me at that point...
you've accomplished your goals at that point. You can be like, oh my god, you can go stay at home. Like it's okay. I'll work for that.
You
I
only
mean-
get the ick.
No, I think
It has to be like for a certain period. It has to be a temporary period. Like I can't have a husband sitting around like all day on his fucking ass and like just not doing jack shit. Like it has to be like a temporary period.
It has to be a temporary.
I think there's a
time.
difference between being supportive and being like, no, I'm perfectly fine with a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
If something happens and like whoever it is doesn't have a job at that point, like you can still support them. Yeah, it's not going to be like, oh, you lost your job, I'm breaking up with you. But
They should be
if
actively
you're like
working
actively
towards.
not trying
Yeah.
to find a job and you're just being like, oh, I'm getting money from my wife, like I'm not
that's
doing
what's up.
anything, and you're just sitting at home all day, no.
Yeah.
What if he does like the little? Have you ever seen the like 4 a.m. like I'm waking up for my husband to make his breakfast and his lunch?
No.
No, you can't have a guy like that.
I get
No, you thought about it.
no.
She goes,
If I don't have to cook.
a little personal slave. You wouldn't want one?
No.
Not slave, assistant.
No.
If we cook together, then sure, but I'm not gonna be the one person that cooks you every
No,
single
no,
meal
I'm
of
talking
every
the
day.
opposite. I'm talking the opposite.
Okay,
He
but
does
it's
it
the
for
same
you.
way. I feel like cooking
if-
and stuff, you should be spending time together and not be like
You know the-
one or the other. It's
know the-
50-50.
I think a major plus for me is if a guy knows how to cook. Because I'm sorry, I don't know how to cook.
Yeah, that's an issue that somebody
is
has
an issue.
that somebody has talked about, and you will get past it. Okay, you will.
We're sending good juju your way.
Mm-hmm. That's true, and I think you'll learn one day.
Hopefully.
The way she said hopefully.
I was cooking bacon the other day and all of a sudden, like, I was cooking bacon on the stove. And, you know, bacon's one of the things of, like, grease fires can happen, right? And I was just sitting there thinking, okay, if Aakanksha started burning a pot of boiling water, what would she do with bacon?
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like you're like Spencer from iCarly, that just like everything just catches on fire.
I didn't even know when it was.
That it was on fire?
I didn't even realize it was on fire.
I don't understand how you burn something that is literally meant to put out fires.
I don't either.
Yeah, that's.
I think
How
that's
does
impressive.
it catch on fire?
That's impressive.
How does it catch on fire when you literally use the water to put out fire? Have you ever started
said,
a fire underwater?
I think you could start a fire on top of water.
Underwater.
Top. Yes, on top. Yeah, not under.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Like
Underwater,
boats?
you don't have oxygen.
What do you mean boats?
Boats?
What is she
Let's
talking about?
Let's talk about Titanic.
What about Titanic? I've never seen the movie.
Was Titanic on fire now?
I think it was for a bit.
Was it?
Well, I'm sure maybe in the movie. I really doubt it was on fire in real life.
Or even
Have you
at
guys
some
watched
point.
Titanic?
I've never seen
Yes.
it. No, I've never seen it. It's
Do
too
you
long.
cry at that movie? Because I do.
I don't usually cry during movies.
Spoilers. Just kidding. What?
I don't usually cry during movies. I will get extremely emotional and I will hate my life, but I don't
You
usually
don't cry during movies? Really?
Not usually.
Never?
I
It takes a lot
sobbed.
for me to cry during movies.
What's a movie you've cried
I
in?
will cry in real life though. Like,
What?
if something happens in real life that could be like very slightly the same amount of emotions connected to a movie, I'll start crying.
No, I sob at a movie. I sob at a real life. I will sob at anything. I'm a sensitive fucking ass person, and
Yeah.
I'll wear that with the I'll wear that with the fucking chest.
We can unpack that later. What's a movie? So you never cried in a movie ever?
What's the one movie that you cried at?
I feel like there's never been a point
Marley
where
and Me?
I've like.
Marley and Me. Oh
It
my
has been
god.
too long since I've watched Marley and Me.
Oh,
I don't
you
even
watch it.
remember the movie.
Well, I'll tell you at the end.
Oh.
Doesn't live. Marley. It's just
The
me.
way you said
It's just me. It's not Marley. Anyways,
He's like, it's just dead.
Have you ever watched Dear John?
Oh my god.
I don't think so. I'm more of a notebook.
I wore makeup. I can't wear my makeup.
I'm more
Dear
of a
John-
notebook guy. Notebook almost made me cry too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Notebook.
Dear John is like the best chance I have at crying at a movie. Like,
Have you guys watched The Summer I Turned Pretty?
no.
No.
You need to watch that show.
Well,
It'll make you sob.
it was 2017 for me. The summer I turned pretty. Anyways,
What the fuck?
sorry.
I can just see in your podcast when you pan to the little.
All right. I'll be
Okay,
back. I use the bathroom again.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait,
Ooh,
can we look
want
at
to talk about this time?
Can we look at the questions?
No,
Oh.
that takes away the fun.
Yeah. I also
You're always wanting to ruin surprises. Let's talk about that. What trauma do you have that makes you hate surprises?
I don't have
Surprises
trauma.
are supposed to be fun.
I don't have trauma with surprises. I think I just want to know.
So you're a very curious person.
I am a very curious person.
I mean, I am too, but I also love surprises. I feel like there's just a little excitement with them.
I think I just have to know like bits and pieces of things. That way I can just be like, oh my god, like I'm excited. Like I'll be excited. Okay, let's just be honest. If
Oh my gosh, wait, I just thought of something.
What?
Bryce is gonna show up and the three of us are matching. We got Justin to match us today, and it's literally the most
Iconic thing I've ever
yes,
seen in my
iconic
life.
would be the word. It's amazing. We told him he should match with us, and
We did.
he disagreed for a little bit, but then he came out and he was matching us.
Also, I wasn't planning on wearing black today. And then I was like, I need to somehow match with Cassidy.
What trauma did you guys talk about?
We didn't talk about any trauma.
We talked about how you were matching us.
Yeah.
We love it.
I'm not matching.
It's amazing,
you can't even see
Justin.
them.
You look great.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
You get all the girls tonight.
That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for self-love. Okay.
Don't lie to yourself.
Don't lie to yourself like that.
I've lied to myself at one point, Justin. It gets you nowhere.
It does. Well, I'm glad you're done lying to yourself.
All right, next question.
Next question.
Yeah.
She said, you want to do the shower
What
not?
else you got?
Shower not?
No, not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite segment of the podcast.
Favorite segment.
Your favorite say.
We are trying.
Oh my god. No.
I knew they were gonna want something clear, so we got. It's called Don Q. All right.
Has that ever
Can't we
been
have
open?
Fireball. You said you want to finish up the fireball.
Girl, you've had that. It's called shot or not. We take a shot of something you've never had before, and then you tell the audience if it's a shot or a not. And today we got Don Q. It is
I'm gonna have to have
from.
this right here.
It's from Ponce, 1865. So
France?
1865 was a good year. What happened in 1865? Do you know?
No.
Wow, somebody didn't pay attention during Juneteenth class. Slavery ended that year, so we're gonna celebrate.
No.
We're gonna celebrate the end of slavery
He
with
was
the
ready
shot.
for that.
1, 2. That's enough. That's enough.
That's literally like a quarter of a shot.
Yeah, girl, calm the fuck down. That's mine. Should give you the whole shot. All right. It does not smell very good.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna lie. These are alcohols I don't try.
What kind of liquor is it?
Rum.
Oh.
Sorry.
Do you not see it? Crystal rum.
Crystal.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, but we're gonna try it.
My
I'm not gonna lie.
bad.
No, can we fill yours up to the very top?
we've been on-
No, you took less than me, bitch.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
All right, fine, switch.
No.
All right then. So I thought. Shut up. Anyways, I've been on a bad streak. I'm not gonna lie. The last like 3 drinks have been knots. So like we tried a spicy tequila and they did not like. I didn't like it.
I'm actually not a fan of tequila.
Well, good thing we're not drinking it.
Yep.
But
very
are you a
happy
fan
about that.
of rum?
I love tequila in a margarita.
What's in the 3 wise men? Is that
the 4 horsemen?
no? There's 2 of them.
There's 4 horsemen. 2
I've
horsemen?
had both of them.
Can we have the shot before
There's a
it
3 wise men and there's a 4 horsemen.
Yeah, I don't know 3 wise men. Is that
I think
tequila?
it's whiskey.
Oh, I
maybe?
did hear about it. It is whiskey.
Well,
It's like
bourbon.
whiskey and rum or whiskey and bourbon maybe.
Well,
It's a very strong
The 4 horsemen is Jack Daniels, Jim Beam,
Mm-hmm.
Jameson, and I can't fucking.
That one was the strongest shot I've ever had.
You know what I love?
And that one was a surprise shot. I had no idea what it was.
Ooh.
They wouldn't tell me until after I took the shot.
They were not my
Jose.
friends.
It's actually my boss, fun fact.
Oh.
4 horsemen is whiskey, Tennessee whiskey, Scotch whiskey, and Irish whiskey.
Wait,
And then you're looking for what?
what's the 3 wise men?
The 3 wise men. Those are the people that visited to Jesus. But
Fun fact, back in February, Justin and I went to Kentucky. I had to be his DD for a bit because we went to a bourbon store and he took shots of bourbon.
you didn't have to be my DD. I was fine. All right.
Did
Did you drive us?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I wasn't driving in the first place.
I had to drive
The
you
person
guys.
the person we were visiting was driving. And then,
She did, and then she took the bourbon shot with you.
Yeah, so it wasn't my fault. I was already getting DD'd the whole time. I was passenger princess the whole trip.
He
Wow.
was. We put him in the back seat. We're like, that's your spot.
Yeah, they were like, you remember Rosa
I
Parks?
love
She
being
was wrong.
passenger princess.
That's what they said.
I told you there was a word limit to that today.
Rosa Parks?
No,
No.
any of your racial comments, you gotta take
I
a
didn't
shot.
say anything.
Oh.
Johnny Walker,
We could
Jack
bring
Daniels,
that.
and Jim Beam is the 3 wise men.
Okay.
Johnny Walker.
Those 2 shots, though, strongest shots I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, they'll fuck you. The 2 horsemen?
Huh?
I thought you were talking about the 3 wise men.
No, the 3 wise men and the 4.
Horsemen?
Those aren't. They're.
You had 2 of those. You had 1 of those each?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, it's
How were you not blacked out?
well because it's not like what I did in the military was I took 4 shots of the 4 horsemen.
Holy
So they
crap.
were each,
God.
and then I drank a cup of like randomness. Like I drank like the bitch cup, but it wasn't. We didn't play a game. It was just they were just giving me alcohol. So
You were like, they were like, here you go.
this was my first time drinking. This is my second time drinking, but my first time getting drunk. Like it was like I blacked out the first time ever. Because like the first time they gave me like
When was your first time drinking?
I was 19 in the military.
When was your first time drinking?
I was 21.
Personally, I think 18 maybe. Legally, I was 21.
You?
Legally 20.
Well, your culture's. I mean, you probably drank at like fucking 7, didn't you?
No,
No, I didn't.
18.
Oh well.
Legally
used to-
21. Legally 21. Legally 21.
Anyways,
We used to go to like family
Disclaimer.
parties and stuff that would literally be like 13-year-olds were drinking with their
Actually,
dads.
Let me take back my
wrong.
answer. My first time drinking was at 16.
nice. You're sweet 16.
Were you the type of person to go to like high school parties?
No.
Were you?
I went to like one.
You
but it
know
wasn't
when I
even a real
had my
party.
first drink? My cousin snuck me a drink from a wedding that we were at.
Oh.
They had an open bar and she was like, you should try this drink. And I was like, what is it? She was like, a vodka cran. And I was like,
That's why she's addicted to him.
Yeah,
I'm not addicted to vodka.
we were like actually kids when we were in middle school, but like the middle schoolers now, they're like fucking hitting vapes and like.
No, they are.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
The middle schoolers today,
They
I'm
look
like,
older than I do.
they scare me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I know I looked ugly as shit. I knew I didn't even hit puberty at that time.
Yeah, they hitting puberty early as fuck.
They did. Oh my God. Can we not smell
Why'd
it?
you smell it?
We're smelling it. Come on.
Do you wanna? I don't
Smell
want
it.
to
No, I
smell
don't
it.
want to smell
Don't
it.
fuck?
I don't want to
I don't
smell
want to smell
it.
it.
Well, I'm smelling it, and I'm gonna let you guys know what it smells like. It smells like rubbing alcohol.
Oh shit.
So like vodka.
It smells just like vodka. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I can do vodka. That's fine.
Oh. All right.
All right, you ready?
We're gonna try it, and then we're gonna say if it's a shot or if it's not. Don Q. Shout out to you, Don Q. Rest in peace. Mm. You made me gave my body a reaction.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, wait. Initial reaction, it's not that bad. It does make your mouth burn a little after. Like, at first it tastes like vodka, but then afterwards it tastes like you just drank rubbing alcohol.
I had to chug my chaser a little bit.
I didn't have any.
Oh,
You have you're out of chaser?
No, I just didn't drink it.
Oh, she's an alcoholic. But damn, that shit felt like it kicked me in the chest.
like my chest is like burning right now.
That shit that's a not for me. I'm
def-
saying that's a not a shot.
No.
Holy shit.
Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
So it's a shot for you? Would you take another one?
Would you take another one? Because I will make you take another one right now.
No, you can say yes and we won't make you take one until the end of the pod.
I'd say I would. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I would.
Oh!
It's not even burning my chest.
You know what?
It's burning a little bit like in my throat.
My tonsils.
But to me, it's like vodka.
I hate vodka. I can't drink vodka anymore. I remember
I can do vodka.
The last time I drank like vodka, like a vodka shot.
Espresso
Is when we
martini.
took shots.
Did we take vodka? Oh, you guys did.
I made Justin take shots with me.
You guys took that potato.
Do you not remember this?
You blacked out.
Justin, you took like 4 shots with me. You were counting the shots for
Mountain?
us.
The mountain weekend. Frat mountain weekend.
We took shots. We took shots together. We took shots.
You guys made a deal with her that she had to take like 5 shots every
5
day.
or 6, I don't remember.
5 or 6 shots a night, and she took 4 of them with you.
Yeah.
After this
Do you
first.
remember taking a shot with Langston?
I did what? I did what?
I got you and Langston to take a shot with me one time. Because
Yeah.
Aakanksha wouldn't take shots, so I kept
wouldn't.
making you take
Because
shots
I
with
couldn't
me.
drink those shots.
I will tell you right now, I should
Do you
not.
remember drunk texting me?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that shit, bro. The next morning, she was like, "Aakanksha, look at this." I was like,
Oh, because y'all were being loud as fuck.
"No, we weren't even in the same wing as you."
The
like,
wing? This is not the White House. Relax, okay? I get. There was a rich ass house, but it is not the White House. I do remember because Langston had went down to get he had his he had his bonnet on, and then they were like, "Ooh, I'm hungry," and next thing you know, I just hear rustling downstairs. I was like, "Is that a raccoon?" I was like, "Is that a?"
We didn't even go down.
No, it wasn't y'all. That was them. The second night,
wait,
though.
when did they go down?
No, because we made you bring us Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
we
Do you
did.
remember
Oh,
that?
Yeah, but no,
that was the night I went off at him.
They went like they were like I just hear rustling downstairs and I go downstairs. I'm like, what is going on? It's like a raccoon or something, like an intruder, and it's just Langston in a bonnet. And I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm looking for snacks. And
Langston was out of it that night.
he found a Pop-Tart.
The second night, he was so out of it. It's a shame. Like, I'm disappointed in you guys for drinking, like, taking tequila shots. Like,
They lost. That's why. Listen, that's what happens. You're on my team.
that
You
was
keep
like
winning.
the first time I saw like Langston that drunk before. I've never seen him that drunk.
Well,
And I was like, oh my god. Langston was scared. It was funny actually. And also,
Shreya's drunk was scary.
sure,
He has so many emotions that he shows when
was
he's
going
drunk.
through it.
And it's hilarious, but like you can tell he's drunk. So Aakanksha was also drunk, and Aakanksha was just taking it to heart. I was like, Aakanksha, he's drunk. He doesn't mean any of this.
It is
Exactly.
really hard.
but anyways,
Next question. I'm ready.
you're ready.
I got some politically correct answers.
Huh?
What? You guys still have Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Because I don't have Snapchat.
I feel
because
like I
think
know
you
what
shouldn't.
age.
Well, yeah, I feel like you should be done using Snapchat. But
You're older than us. You're
what's your
26
what's
fucking
your-
years old.
Do you know your Snap score?
Snap score?
Yeah.
I can look right now. Mine's not that
You
high.
don't know? Is it over 1 million?
No.
All right. So what is a guy? Do you guys snap? Like if you're
Actually-
talking to a guy, if you're talking to a guy and he's like, hey, you're an attractive woman that I want some of your estrogen.
Oh, mine's like 300.
Would you rather a guy ask for your number, Instagram, or Snapchat?
I want them to ask for my number.
Okay, wait.
I would rather have them my number, like give them my number.
It depends how much I know you first. If I don't really know you as much and I haven't seen you around as much, I want your Snapchat so that I could see your face.
The most recent was
I want to be able to see your face to put a name to the face, and then like it makes you more attracted to them. But if you get their number, it's more of like, okay, I'm seriously interested in this person, and it's like you already know a little bit about them, you know what they look like and everything, so you can take it more seriously.
Oh,
you know?
let's break down the levels of Instagram, Snapchat, and messages. Levels of like how serious you are. Instagram is like for like the dootsy doos, like the friend, like, you know.
What the fuck is a dootsy doo?
like the friend level, like interested. Snapchat is like when you're like interested in them, like you have like a little bit of an inkling, like you're like, oh my god, like I'm interested in them, but they're also fuckboys
on Snapchat.
Yeah, or
they're children, because guys shouldn't. If I was a girl. If I had, if I had a little vagina, not vagina.
Can we put a pause on that statement?
A little
major pause on that statement, please.
If I had a little clam, right?
Stop saying it like this. It's not better.
I'm just saying. If I had, little.
Can you just continue with your sentence?
If I had one, and a guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, let me get your Snapchat," I would throw up in my mouth.
Okay, the Charleston
No, it depends on how they say it though, because I feel like
what
if you run into a stranger,
okay,
they're like, you're so fucking cute and whatever shit,
and they're like, hey, I don't know you. Do you have Snap? Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Now I can see your face and see what you look like in like daylight when I'm not.
I would also check Instagram. I would do like a little background check on Instagram.
I'd rather Snapchat over Instagram any day.
For the first step.
No,
I mean, I like to stalk Instagram, but like I like Snap to see like what you're like in a day-to-day basis.
Why? Because they don't post on their Snap.
No, but they're gonna be snapping you back at like random times throughout the day.
Do you know who the biggest fuckboys are? The ones that have like over 1 million, million on their like Snap score. I'm dumping this on here. He has 3.5 million as his Snap score.
That's insane.
I don't know how many fucking chicks he's talking. I mean, good for him. Like, that means he has game going on for him. But like, dude, have some self-respect and like.
You acting like it's bodies. You're like, damn, 3.5 million?
No, like, not
have bodies. Have some self-respect is crazy. Like, what do you...
Like, this man, okay.
Are you Snap score shaming?
Yes. Yes. Every day of the week.
Yes. I have to. Because 3.5 million is a high fucking score.
I'm sorry. If you even have 1 million, I'm unadding you instantly.
How much do you
I don't care who you are.
Wait, okay.
I won't even talk to you.
When I first like met him, or when I first started conversating with him, he had 1 million. I was like, oh my god, like we're interested in each other. Like, let's exchange numbers. He's like, oh no, I don't want it like that. Like, I think texting over like phone is like too serious. Like, let's just do Snap. And I'm like,
red flag.
No, I should have caught that.
All right, let me break down the math. All right, if he had 3.5 mil, right? Let's say he had Snapchat for 10 years. All right.
Do you think he would have had a Snapchat since like his elementary school or middle school at that point?
Probably.
I've had mine since middle school, and I'm still only at 338,000.
No, I had it in 4th grade.
Okay,
but
so
then I deleted it.
How long has that been?
I didn't even have a phone in 4th grade.
When did Snapchat come out?
I don't know.
Like 2012, I think, right?
Probably.
So it's been out for like 10, 13, 15, we'll say 10 years, right? Let's say he got it a little late, right? If he
I think he got it when he first like...
Well, all right, let's just say 10 years, all right? That's 958 snaps he's either sent or received a day. Is that a lot?
That is so fucking shit a lot.
Is that? How many snaps do you think you send a day? Like, let's say you were snapping 10 people.
Can I be honest?
Maybe 20. If I actively talk to you all the time, I'll snap you back like multiple times a day. But there are very few people that I snap back multiple times a day. Other than that, I will snap back maybe like once a day.
Like, let's be honest, if I actually genuinely want to talk to you, I'll do it over text. I don't want to do it over Snap. Like, that's fucked up. With this guy, at that point, I was just like, you know what?
Okay.
He's a great looking guy. Like, he's tall. Like, he's Like, he's so fucking good looking.
Hey,
like,
height matters, okay?
height does matter.
Wow. So you discriminate against short. So you would never have a short king?
No.
Wow.
Actually,
They can't control it. It's not their fault.
do you not remember that guy from?
It's not mine either.
Do you not remember that guy that was obsessed with his career? Him and I were the same height, with my heels on.
That's okay. That means he's taller than you without your heels on.
Actually,
Okay,
wait.
with your heels on is not that bad.
No, wait.
If you're the same height as me, when I
you
don't
have you have that picture on you?
Yes, I'm not pulling it up, but yeah,
But like, I think I was actually taller than him in that.
you're pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I don't want to be taller than a guy.
I don't.
So, even if he's Mr. Perfect,
I don't know.
if he's
Okay.
let's say he's a
don't know.
10 out of 10
He-
face, body, look, like sex, personality, but he's 2 inches shorter than you.
I guess I'll get past it.
You would get past it?
I'll get past
All right, cool.
it at that
Make
point.
sure. All right, short kings, you still have a chance. But I'm just making sure.
I'll get past it at that point, but like, and during that time, I mean, I was in college, like I was a sorority girly, like, you know, I was just like going through my emotions at that point, like, you know, I was like, oh, this man's good looking and shit, and I was like, okay, might as well, like, if I want to keep up with this conversation, let me just snap him back. Screw the fucking texting, like, let's just not call him out on the texting part. I think it gets to a point where you're like, we were two years deep. It's just like, at that point, I'm like, what the fuck? And the way he ended shit, that was fucked up.
Well, worse than ghosting?
Yeah. No, actually, no. It was
Okay,
no. I took it. I took it
Is
so well.
ghosting really bad?
Yes.
Ghosting is not that bad.
Yes, because they never get closure, and so they always have the what if in their head. So yeah, it's pretty bad.
If you see ghosting coming, though, is it that bad?
How do you see ghosting?
I think
Like
you
if the
can see it from a
conversation's
mile away.
dying
Yeah.
down a little bit,
You can
and
see.
you're like,
That's what I did with
okay,
the.
I don't see anything with this person.
That's what I
Whatever
did
they
with
do
the
bad.
Has
coworker.
it happened to you?
That's what I did with a coworker guy. I like died down the
Has it happened to
conversations
you in
every
what
day,
sense?
But like,
and then I ghosted him.
have you been ghosted?
I have been
Yes.
ghosted.
Okay, so what happened when you got ghosted? It just slowly died out.
Actually, not really. It was just straight up like stopped responding instantly.
That's me.
And so what did you start thinking? You were like, oh my god, what did I do wrong?
No.
Or you were just like, fuck it.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
It
you don't
wasn't
know?
like a what did I do wrong, but it was like a okay, cool, emotionally unavailable.
No, can I be honest?
But were you
I
emotionally
think
unavailable?
No.
So you weren't like sad about it or anything? Because it sounds.
How does that make me emotionally unavailable?
I think you should have some type of emotional response if somebody ghosts you.
Cass, I have a
yeah,
question
you
for
have
you.
a response, but like it's not like a hey,
shouldn't be
I
like-
did something wrong. It's a
Why question
wow, that was
yourself?
fucked
Yeah.
up.
It's fucked. You're just like, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you vibe with somebody, you just get ghosted for no reason whatsoever, and you're like having good conversations, talking actively, and they just randomly ghost you. Like that's fucked up.
That is.
If
fucked up.
conversation's dying down and you get ghosted, okay, it is what it is. You saw that coming.
Yeah, but yours wasn't dying down. It was just.
Right.
Okay, at that point, okay, let's just be honest. The place you are in your life right now, if someone were to just like cut you off, like just like that, would you blame that on yourself? Would you be like, okay, what if it's my fault? What if what do I fix?
No.
Okay, there you go.
I
She's
feel
a
like-
grown, mature woman now.
I feel like the point in my life, I'm like, okay, if you want to ghost me, that's fine, whatever.
You're a fucking asshole.
like, sorry. Not
You're
my
just missing
fault.
out.
Not my fault, but like,
There's
I
not a
don't know.
single little fiber, little brain cell that's like, why
Okay,
did we do wrong?
okay, you know what? He's questioning this. I think we need to flip this question back to him. What do you, in the place you are in your life right now, let's just say a chick ghosts you out of nowhere.
one
What
that
would
you're
you-
interested in.
What would, yeah. One that
Interested
you're like,
in?
one that you're actually genuinely interested in. What would your first response be?
Damn, what'd I do?
I think you shouldn't think like that.
See, my
Because
mindset, though,
let's be honest, people who ghost you, that makes me sound bad. I think they're just like,
they're
at
not
that-
meant to be in your life.
They're not meant to be in your life. They're fucking idiots at that point.
Well, yeah, but like I'm like I have like the mindset of like let's see, where did I go wrong?
Like, don't ever question yourself.
No, but I think there's good. I think there's positives that can come out of that because you can look for improvement.
Okay, unless you know that you did something wrong.
Y'all both talk at the same time.
Yeah, I think you need to ask her genuinely then.
I think if you know that you genuinely did something wrong, then it's like, okay, you can reflect. Or if you did something that's like, okay, that made her a little upset, okay, look back on it. But if you did nothing where you're like, okay, that was like something that kind of triggered a reaction of some sort, there's no reason to like have a like blame on yourself.
Yeah, I get that.
She's speaking the truth.
But I mean, it's just a area for improvement. I think like there's like I think it's never 100% their fault.
But there's always room.
Right.
Like
exactly.
when you're saying self-improvement, that should come from you. That should not come from other people.
No, I think self-improvement comes from other people.
I think
a lot of the time.
If it comes from another person, like you need to genuinely respect them to that level to accept that self-improvement. To take that criticism, I would say.
No, I don't think so. I think you can take criticism. I think you can take criticism from strangers the same way you can take criticism from your.
Can I be honest?
Friends. What?
Criticism from strangers, I'll be like, "Fuck you!" Like you don't know me. Like you can go fuck off.
It depends if it's accurate or not.
Yeah,
if
because
it's accurate,
if it's accurate, then I'll take it in. But like if it's not accurate, then I can be like,
who's to decide if it's accurate?
Myself.
You're biased. You're biased.
Yeah. Okay, but
that's the issue. Okay. It's good to take criticism from strangers because strangers don't know you, and so they're not biased. And it's also good to take criticism from friends or family because they know you, so they're biased in a different way.
Reality is, if you get like any sort of feedback from strangers, friends, whatever, you're gonna think on it, and it's gonna make you your own bias.
See, and getting ghosted is feedback. And you question it. I think most people.
When
what
guys ghost me,
when
I don't
get
question
ghosted.
it. Huh?
What do you question when you get ghosted?
Like, what was my?
Was your sex performance wrong?
Yeah, I like that. I'm like, how was that? How was the texting? I was like, did I say something that was fucked up? I was like, was I not like observant enough?
Like, can I be honest? They should know. If it's, let's just say if it's your personality, they should know you from that point. We know you too well at this point.
Yeah.
When you say some out of pocket shit, we're like, oh, that's just Justin.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I think they should take it like that too. Like if they're saying, oh, he's fucked up because of his personality, then they need to get a reality check because sorry, that's something wrong with you because you can't handle jokes.
No, but there's I think there's still a line. Like I might have there's certain jokes that I don't think I should ever say to anybody ever.
Then we'll let you know.
Yeah, you'll let me know. But I can also be like, wow, okay, that was too far.
What are said jokes about?
Oh, I witnessed one of them actually.
What do you mean you've witnessed?
Like, what are the topics of these jokes?
I do remember.
These are something personal that you probably you could have told me that you said don't joke about. Or no, not that you said that you not people. If somebody says don't joke about it, I won't joke about it. But if they've told me something that's really personal, and then I find a way to
okay, I see what you mean.
Throw it in as a joke.
Oh my god, I remember why I was pissed off now.
But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'm pretty good at doing because people do it. I'm fine. My friends do that. We're they could be.
It's
somebody could die in my family, and they're like my friends will throw a joke at me the next day. But it's whatever. I'm able to joke about it. I'll joke about it. So it's
see, but that's why I feel like having a sense of humor comes in. Somebody's got to match your sense of humor.
I think you also got to let them know your boundaries though from the get-go.
Okay, but
no,
do
you can
just
test boundaries? I think.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to tell people your boundaries when you don't know that you need to set the boundaries.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What happened? Somebody calling you?
Bryce texted me.
What did he say?
He said what time?
What's 9:45?
What time?
Oh damn, we've been talking for that long.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
It's been an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe 30.
It's an hour 35 minutes.
Just tell him to come over.
Pause.
Don't say that on the come on over. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. I think there's things. I think there's personally, I think there's things that you can learn from every situation. But that's also me. I'm like a very like, how do I perfect myself type of person.
That's fair.
And so,
I mean, I think I unintentionally like try to grow from every relationship or situation.
Even if you get ghosted?
No.
So you know you ghosted.
Let's be honest. When I ghosted that first guy, I learned never to ghost again.
No, but I'm saying even when you get ghosted, you take something from it? Because you said you literally said
like,
that you shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. From that ghosting, I would just be like, okay, like he's not my guy. Like, move on.
But you won't take anything that you're like, wow, okay, where could I have gone wrong? You don't necessarily take it.
Can I be honest? His true nature was that he wanted to fuck me. But we were. I
thought we were talking about like random scenarios. I didn't know we were just okay. Well, welcome, y'all. I'm just gonna start the podcast right there. Anyways, yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying, if you're talking to somebody and they ghost you, I would, in my head, I'd be like, it depends on how long, right? If it's been 2 days, whatever, not gonna matter. If it's been like a month and we've been texting, I'm like, okay, maybe something went wrong. Like, let me do some like research.
But the fault could also be with the other person.
Yeah, it could be. But you can come to that conclusion. But I still will look for that and still be like,
She's actively texting Bryce right now.
Goddamn thumb war over there. Anyways, Anyways, so okay, I will just stop talking.
I'm sorry. We were trying to get Langston to come. Langston and
Bryce said that he was gonna text Langston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not want your homies here? Oh my god, I'm so excited to see G actually.
Anyways, so
anyway. Why'd you hit your head on the mic like that?
I don't know.
That was like a smack my head, but like
yeah, it was
so dramatic.
I think they heard it.
Do you have a genuine question you want to ask Cassidy?
A genuine question?
Genuine question.
What's that?
I want a deep, dark secret of hers to come out.
A deep, dark secret of hers to come out?
I don't think she has any, but...
Oh, I have some. Just none that I'll share.
Have you told me any of them?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
At this point, Cassidy and I are tight. Even though we truly met each other in January, we're like this.
Justin said that you rubbed off too much on me.
Low-key, yeah.
Why would you say that? Okay,
what
also,
did I say the other day?
Let's be for real. You don't come up to meet with us.
Right?
On the floor?
But me and Cassidy make an active effort to talk to each other and everything. And, like, she's also, like...
We're just gonna have, like, 9th floor meetups at this point.
Yeah. She literally knows where she literally knows where I sit. She's like, all right, I'm coming over your desk. I'm like, all right, cool, pull up.
Yeah, if I need a brain break, I'll text Aakanksha and be like,
My whole team knows her by name now.
Do they actually?
Yeah, they were asking about you. They're like, where's Cassidy at? And I was like, oh, she's working. She's too busy.
So would you want me to ask her?
I put in 45 hours this week.
Low-key, yeah.
Would you want me to ask her?
Anything.
Like something deeper?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right.
He has like a list. He's like scrolling up and down for a nice question. The way he's like patting down his chest right now.
What? I mean, what do you... All right, fine. What do
the
you...
way she put away the makeup.
We can go with, what do you think happens when you die?
Whoa. Can we like...
That was too deep?
No.
What kind of question is that?
That was too deep?
That was way too... Can we like go a little bit like happier?
A little happier?
Yeah. A little less depressing.
Yeah.
A little less depressing than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
The question.
Why did he have that prepared?
He did have that prepared. I was like, what the fuck?
I like asking this, or like, what do you? All right, fine. This might not be better, but we'll see. What do you think if you had a magic wand, right? Boom. If you had to fix one thing with like society or the human race, what would it be?
That is such a political question.
It's not a political question because it could be anything.
I would say everybody needs to be more open to hearing each other's ideas and thoughts.
Oh, I
feel like everybody in society now is so closed off to their own thoughts, and they surround themselves with people that think exactly like them. There's a term for it that I cannot
Echo
remember.
chamber.
Yes. I feel like everybody only listens to thoughts that agree with themselves, and they don't listen to thoughts that even slightly disagree with what they believe in. And it creates very, very strong opinions, I guess, that people just don't see past for any reason whatsoever. People can't see other scenarios where other people believe in different things and actually respect those beliefs. Like, I don't know, politics, for example.
Oh, we're
not talking politics, but I'm saying, like, if somebody had different political views than you, some people just won't listen to people that think, like, vote differently than them because they have differing opinions.
Can I be
honest?
honest?
In my book, everybody has different things happening in their life where everybody has beliefs for a reason.
Nature versus nurture.
So why are we not listening to each other's opinions and each other's thoughts? Because you can't actually learn what's happening in the world without listening to each other.
That's true.
How do you know what's happening in somebody else's life within another scenario if you never listen to them?
Yeah.
Something I like about Cassidy is she doesn't bullshit you anyway. She gives it to you straight as it is. She doesn't, like, put fluff on it. And, like, I respect that. Like, low-key, like, I have too many... Okay, let's be honest, where I grew up in Ballantyne, the South Charlotte area. We have opinions about Ballantyne. I get it.
Yeah, okay.
And now I live in Mooresville, which is, like, Lake Norman, and, like, people have differing opinions, but basically you need to go for people's personality over their beliefs. Like, I'm friends with... Personally, not a Republican. But I have a lot of friends who are.
And that's fine.
And that's fine because I like them for their personality. I mean, I will listen to their beliefs all day. Like, whatever argument they have, I'll listen to it. I'll take it in. I'll, like, internalize it and everything. But, like, do I support it at the end of the day? Probably not.
But I think the important part is, like, listening to each other. Like, if you don't listen to each other, you can't make your own thoughts. Basically, if you have these opinions and you never challenge these opinions, you're living based off of what you think reality is, when something could be happening that's the complete opposite. And if you never listen to what it actually is, you have no idea. So you're basing your opinion off of something that's not even true.
So just less people being closed-minded.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think...
And people are closed-minded, but, like, I think to a certain degree they will take in other opinions and try to internalize it. But
it depends on the person.
It depends on how you do it too, because some people are very less likely to listen to you if they're, like, more aggressive with it. You're like, hey, you should listen to me.
I think from
the people preaching on street corners, I'm sorry.
That's funny though.
Even if I agree with you, I'm not gonna listen. I'm so sorry.
That's so funny. Do you remember this in, like, you, like,
the guys that come to, like, campus?
We had a guy on campus that was preaching the birds aren't real, and they were, like, a source of government creation.
See, that's, like, the crazy people. That's the crazy people. You don't really want to talk to them. But, like, yeah, on UNC Charlotte, they'll, like, the anti-abortion people, they'll come and, like, hand you, like, dead babies.
Did you see those?
Yes, they'll hand you, like, pictures of dead babies.
No, they don't even hand them out. There was, like, a whole fucking poster of it.
I didn't see. Oh, you know what? I think by the, like, East Deck.
I park there on a daily basis just for my fucking classes, and I have to pass by that thing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I understand your beliefs and everything, but, like, at the same time, people have differing opinions. But at the same time, I don't need to be seeing those type of, like, pictures or anything.
They try to get their point across.
It's very traumatizing.
Graphic, yeah.
That would be... I could not... Like, I don't care what way you swing. If you're just having fun looking at dead babies, no. We can't be friends.
No.
They're trying to get the emotional part of your brain.
I mean, yeah, but to use that as your first source, like, this is your first first encounter with these people, and it's just gonna be.
I don't think they care about the
deep dive.
encounter.
I can't.
Why? The numbers.
No,
Numbers too low.
Huh?
Numbers too low.
Numbers too. Huh?
Can you open?
Yeah. Why'd you say you?
Numbers too high, actually.
Oh, so you need to open it. Get that spritz open.
Oh, that's for me.
I thought
I finished my second
Wait,
can.
can I do the
Yeah, I wanted her to do the ASMR.
In front, girl.
in front? Where?
In front of the mic.
I am.
No, that's the back of the mic.
The other side. Oh.
Wow, just spill on my floor. Thank you.
Okay.
What would you do if you had a magic wand? What would you fix? Because hers, it was like less closed-mindedness, essentially, right?
I went on a tangent.
No,
That's a good tangent.
I think yours was a great tangent, though. I hate people when they fluff things up. I think the one thing I would ever like fix in the world is like transparency of information.
So just
Okay, so like straightforward.
Straightforwardness, honestly.
even if the straightforwardness
If
Can
it's
hurt
gonna hurt,
you?
if
was
it
gonna
is,
be mean,
if it's mean, then so be it. But I think it's better to like hear it as it is than like fluff it up, add some like little daisies and like rainbows on top of it. Like what the like I don't need to know that. Like I don't need to know the fluff. I need to know what's your main point. Let's get to that fucking main point.
all right, let me give you a scenario. So if, let's say worst case scenario, like let's go to like a shitty part. It's like you ask 5 guys out, right?
Okay.
And each of them go, oh, I'm just like emotionally unavailable. Like, oh, like I'm still hung up on my ex. Or like, oh, like I'm trying to like figure myself out, blah, blah, blah. They were lying. Instead, they actually just meant to say that they're not attracted to you at all. Would you rather just hear that?
Yeah. I'll take that any day.
How many times do you think you could hear that before you start getting internally?
Maybe 2.
Yeah. And before you start internalizing that, you could not, I don't think most people could take a lot of that. Like,
I don't think I'll take a lot of it, but I think personally,
you'd rather still have that.
I would still rather know the truth than fluffing the truth up with something else.
See, but okay, what if they just say, like, with your example, if somebody was trying to tell you, like, they weren't attracted to you, would you rather them just say, hey, I'm not attracted to you? Or would you rather them say, like, hey, you're really not my type?
You're not really my type.
See, but that's fluff.
Fluffing.
That is fluff.
This is what I say. Well, this is what I tell my friend. When like if a guy or like a girl rejects you or somebody rejects you, essentially at the baseline, this is what they're saying. When they reject you, no matter what their excuse is, they're saying that I don't think that your genes are fit to be passed on to the next generation. That's what they say when they reject you. They're like, hey, you're.
No, I get that though.
Yeah.
Natural
I get
selection.
And you would rather them say that? Like, hey, your genes are so bad, I don't think they should get passed on to the next generation.
Actually, might as well.
I think if
No.
you heard like 5 times, you would start getting.
I think maybe,
But I don't know, maybe not, maybe not.
twice. No. Mm-mm.
Because
No.
I've heard too many times of like the emotionally unavailable.
But that's like soft.
And I just don't like that anymore. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, let's be honest. The last time we went out, the guy that I was chatting it up with, yes, I did. I know I ruined my chances with him.
Yeah. Okay.
Instead of like, you know, him just like going along with it. If he's not genuinely interested in me, he could have told me that.
Oh, like yeah. Okay. So you just said that you're wasting your time.
Yeah. Why waste my time? Like, let's just
Yeah, but you still.
there's
would
so
you-
much time in the world that I want to spend doing something that I like want to put my energy towards. That's something that I don't want to put my energy towards.
But he could still be. You'd be. Let's say he didn't waste your time, but he would put you down ungently. You'd rather choose that over the gentle way?
Low-key, yeah. Because, let's be honest, he did tell the truth to G and, like, Matt. And G and Matt told me, and I was like, okay, and let's go on. Let's move forward to the next bar.
Hold up. If a guy tells you he's emotionally unavailable, do you have the mentality that, like, okay, this isn't the guy for me? Or do you have the mentality of, okay, he's fixable?
Oh yeah, which type of attachment style?
Because I feel like if
He's not the right guy for me.
So then the fluff isn't bad. Because if you were to even say that they're emotionally unavailable, in my book, I think that's not for me because I'm not trying to fix a man.
That's true.
But
I think a certain degree of fluffiness is fine. But, like, there's a point where you're like, oh my god, like, this is the same thing I'm fucking hearing. Like, can we just fucking tell the truth and like not just add bullshit on top of it? That's my thing.
So would you be pro? Do you know like Neuralink about that? So Neuralink is this thing. So Elon Musk there's this company he is the CEO of or started or whatever. So it's this whole thing. You're gonna essentially the goal is eventually we put chips in the back of our neck or like in our arm or whatever, and we can sync up and we can hear other people's thoughts and we can know.
No.
There's no language barriers or anything like that. But that would get rid of the fluff.
Not.
That would get rid of the fluff, but at the same time, like people's thoughts are their thoughts. There's a certain degree of privacy that you're stripping away right there.
Okay, but so do you think people should keep if there's all transparency? So that means everybody has released all their thoughts.
I think that's a bad thing though, because people naturally have filters. Whether you have a good filter or not a good filter, you're filtering for something. You're filtering for people's emotions and people's like, I don't know, just being aware of what you're saying. So if you take away that barrier, I mean, you have no idea what people are thinking. You could sit.
That's true. And would that not, is that a bad thing to know? Why?
Because I feel like certain things could just be taken completely out of context, I don't know. I feel like certain thoughts can be bad, and that's why you have a filter.
Yeah, but don't you think if certain thoughts are bad? In like a crazy scenario, right? Certain thoughts are bad. Let's say you have terrible thoughts. Let's say like this person like you're like talking to, and you can like hear what they're thinking and all that stuff. They're racist. They're all this stuff, right? Then let's say you understand that they actually are, and you're like, okay, like I'm not gonna date this person. Like you could date somebody.
And you have to tell them though. Because I would rather just walk away and not say shit.
They would hear you. They hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly. And so you don't think that'd be a self-fix?
I mean, it would, but I also feel like everybody...
You're putting them
like,
down.
Instinctively, you have more thoughts than you say.
Yeah.
So,
what was that
instinctively, like, you're basically filtering out the bad thoughts. Everybody is programmed in a sense to have some sort of thoughts that either profile somebody or, I mean, creates a...
Yeah, I get that. But don't you think that if everybody knew everybody else's thoughts, eventually that would go away?
I don't think so.
You think that people would still be like racist or like sexist?
If they want to be racist or sexist, so be it. Let them be.
No, but the thing I get that. But the thing is, if everybody knows your thoughts, you are going to... You don't think you would think less hateful thoughts, and eventually everybody would get conditioned to think less hateful thoughts, and it would just completely go away? No? You think there will always... I think the only reason that there still is like racism and all that stuff is because people have secrets and people can keep their thoughts to themselves. If you get rid of you get rid of that ability, it dies.
You're taking away certain level of privacy right there. Not even a certain level. You're taking away their privacy right there.
But what?
Like, why would I want to hear people's thoughts about, like, okay, like, let's just say I think of someone as homophobic, racist, whatever.
Okay.
I think that's just, like, my privacy right there of my thoughts at that point. Will I say that they're homophobic, racist, like, that type of shit? No.
Okay, wait.
But what if they aren't? What if they're, like, just...
What if they're misunderstood?
Can we turn this for a second?
Yeah.
Because we're thinking about somebody's thoughts of other people, right?
Yeah.
What if those thoughts were specifically about you? Ooh. So would you want to hear these thoughts? Say, women getting catcalled on the side of the street. Would you want to hear every man's thoughts of what they think about your body as you walk on the side of the street? Or would you want to block those out? Because as it is, women hate getting catcalled. So would you really want to hear 50 comments every 5 minutes as you're walking down the street because a guy looks at you? Because wouldn't that get in your head to be like, oh, I need to cover this up, I need to cover that up, I need to dress a certain way? It would make you change the view of yourself because you're hearing everybody else's thoughts of you.
I can see that. And, like, yeah, you can start getting, like, more introspective. But... what about you? All right, so like the cat callers. What if women universally agree, like, hey, we're not gonna have sex with these guys. We're not gonna like let these guys reproduce. The cat callers. Eventually, all the cat callers go away.
Okay, but everybody has some sort of catcalling in their brain instinctively. Every man is programmed.
Do you think
basically to think a certain way because of like their attractiveness or
and we did
how
the same.
they're attracted towards women?
Do you think that's because society has allowed that, or is that because that's just in our nature?
Nature.
I think it's nature.
You really think it's in our nature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So why do we follow laws? That's society.
Oh damn.
Setting
Why is he catching us
standards.
in like that? It's like it's so messed up.
I'm just saying, because I think this is my thing, right? Anything that is bad, if everybody knows what everybody's thinking at all times, everything that is bad and that it has everybody agrees on is bad will eventually be filtered out. There's a reason.
I don't know though.
There's a reason why people with terrible eyesight didn't reproduce. There's a reason why.
But there's always gonna be people that don't fit the rule to say, hey, stay away from these people. There's always gonna be people that are like, no, but I like their vibe. Whatever the case may be, you're gonna go against those rules eventually. It's the same way people break laws. They know there's consequences, but they do it anyway. So there's always gonna be people that do it anyway. So technically, are you really punishing them, or are you just making it more difficult?
She got you there.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Could be, more difficult. I don't know.
Why did we get so deep?
This was a crazy.
Your idea. This was your idea. I don't know.
I said deep dark secret. I didn't think about like this deep.
You said deep dark secret?
Yeah.
I thought you just said a deep question.
No,
My bad. Sorry.
I said deep dark. What did he say?
Bryce said he's walking over in a second. We have to let him in.
Oh shit.
In a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to let him in? Like, do you have a little lock where you can just like
No,
unlock?
I can't. I don't. This is the ghetto. We don't have those type
Oh,
of
I was gonna be like, mine is like I can just unlock it from my phone,
No,
and
we
my
can't-
front
where you
door is
going?
unlocked.
Where are you going?
To the bathroom.
Okay. I'm gonna say we're probably gonna end it if he's coming up.
All right.
Well, do you want me to sit back down for a couple minutes, or we can just
Yes.
do it? Okay, cool.
I also got a pee too, so
Well, I'm going first.
we'll go in together.
Anyways, yeah, I think that it could be making it harder. It could make it. I don't know. I think we'll lose our individuality, which is. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's a bad thing.
No, individuality is like what makes us unique.
Yeah, but I think that people get attached to the idea of humans, and I think that's kind of selfish in a way.
Okay.
Because Neanderthals were attached to themselves, and we wiped them the fuck out. So
The way he said that, like the military never gave
we
it.
wiped them, and like fucking saber-tooth tigers and like woolly mammoth, like all those things like have individuality, and then they get wiped out by something else that came that was a little bit better. And I think
Not wipe out because something came in better. It might have been because of the environment that they were in. The environment was
Ooh,
evolving.
so what if these thoughts take out everybody because nobody wants to reproduce?
Is that bad?
That would be bad. You're
who?
literally
for everyone.
you're
But
making
you're thinking
the
about just
human
humans.
race extinct because you're basically making everybody's thoughts known. What if nobody is longer attracted to anybody whatsoever and the human race ceases to exist?
Is that a bad thing?
Justin would hate
Yes.
that.
Why?
Justin would hate that.
Because what makes us so much more important than everything else in the world and
said
universe?
we were more important than everybody else.
Exactly.
But your point being of like,
If
it would be to make the world better to know everybody's thoughts. But what if it does the exact opposite and everybody hates each other? So then what was the point? Because then wouldn't we be back to square one, but we would be back to square one where humans don't exist.
But when humans don't exist, and I'm not anti-human. I love humans. All right, I'm pro-human. But when humans don't exist, everything else does better, right?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So it's either we do better or they
But
do
is
better.
it just humans?
But
Because
it's not bad if we do better, but it's also not bad if everything else does better and we do worse. I don't think either one is better or worse than the other. I think people get attached to the idea of humans are better and we need to survive. But we necessarily
No, I mean, I think that's the same reason people become like vegetarian and vegan or even like religious beliefs is because they believe that they're trying to save like some sort of like whatever they believe in. They're basically trying to not make some species cease to exist.
But that's also an issue because who says that a species shouldn't stop existing?
Okay.
And that's I think that's arrogant of people to think, hey, it's my job to stop this species from stop existing. I think that's kind of arrogant. Like, I am so high and mighty that whatever I do will stop another species from existing.
I don't know that people believe that they'll completely stop it.
Yeah, but they think that if everybody does it, it'll stop it. And that thinks that we are, as humans,
but then it disrupts the entire
else.
chain of how things work.
What's wrong with disrupting that chain?
I don't know. I mean, there's like toxic species out there. If you're basically disrupting like the food chain or something, where like
conscious,
basically you're making something exist more, it's gonna flow down to literally everything where you could be putting more like toxicity into the earth than you thought you would be just because you're making this one change possible. So it kind of cancels out in a way. Like, yes, you're saving one, but then by saving one, you're also making another more prevalent that's then having all of these like reverse effects that you didn't plan for.
You know what that sounds like?
Everything has pros and cons.
Is that bad? Or is there any cons though?
You know what that sounds like?
I just told you the con.
Yeah, I get that, but I think the con is because you're basing it off of your thought that getting rid of something is bad versus keeping something.
You know what that's an example of? Holocaust.
What about it?
Huh?
How is that? What are you talking about?
Like Hitler just wanting to wipe out. Want to make the Aryan race like
the Aryan race.
See, but he
Aryan
knew what
race,
he was doing there. He knew what he was doing. It was not, this is gonna have X, Y, Z effect that I don't know of.
Can I be honest? So, high school, I did a whole paper on Hitler.
Okay.
Evil, like nature versus nurture on him. Personally, I think the nature of the settings will mold a person's mind to believe certain things.
But isn't that, you're saying the nature of the settings?
That would be nurture.
That'd be nurture.
No.
Because the nature is, you're born
nature
and you're
is
like
what
this.
You're born with.
You're born and you're like this. You're born, you're gay. You're born, you hate Jews, like Hitler, whatever. I think it was nurture. I think most of the time it's nurture. I think sometimes it's nature, but we have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this podcast. This got really deep at the end. Holy shit. But yeah, if you're still watching this, I love you, and I hope you're doing great. And I am pro-human, not anti-human. And I am also not toxic, and they're not toxic. I was joking at the beginning, but...
we were semi-joking.
Yep, I'll throw the Instagrams if you want to follow them. They're both single, so hit them up.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.